I love that that's the first line when I started recording.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Just you saying, because I'm unintelligent.
Well, I mean...
You are the Socrates of this room, so you do have to admit that.
It's true.
That's true.
I only know that I know nothing.
That's true. What up, Jamie? How's it going?
Y'all hanging in there?
Jamie's here bright and early, as usual.
As usual.
As usual.
As is tradition.
As is tradition. As is tradition.
As is tradition. Doing Pokemon tonight.
Drawing some Pokemon characters with their Pokemonses.
That's because, I don't know. It's like, you know, sometimes you're in a Pokemon mood.
Right. Jamie says it goes.
So it goes, so it goes, so it goes.
Right.
You know what's weird is I wasn't thinking of that song. I was thinking of the song She Don't Mind, She Don't Mind, She Don't Mind.
Mm-hmm.
Cocaine.
Gotta love that cocaine, man. The Pokemans, exactly. With their hipping and their hopping and their bipping and their bopping.
It's because Ellen, I think it's probably because Ellen mentioned that she was getting her Switch and all that.
Yeah.
Finally. And was going to get Animal Crossing. And part of me was like, oh, she should get Pokemon. And I can finally get my Pokemon game back from Vincent. And we can play Pokemon together.
Oh. It's better than playing Animal Crossing together.
Well, I'm never getting
You don't want to be Eric.
No.
The Animal Crossing wedding invitations. Had you finally forgotten?
Yeah, I did.
I never forget. Pokemans and their Digivolutions. Yeah.
And their Digivolutions.
Yeah.
Speaking of, apparently...
Oh, snap, Jamie says she's got to go to Ellen's Island now.
Well, she doesn't have the game yet, but...
yeah, it's in the mail or something.
I don't actually know what the status is. Yeah,
we just know it was ordered.
It was definitely ordered. Status unconfirmed.
We heard it was ordered. Status ordered.
It's in pending status for those of you who used to work in the in the Plano library. Let's say Harrington like it was the only one.
It's in ordered status. Currently, no island exists yet. We're starting with the fighty girl.
Yes, from Gen 8?
I think it's 8, right?
Yeah, 8.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure 8 is the newest one. I don't think they have Gen 9 yet. I
was actually thinking it was Gen 7 or Gen 8, but...
Okay. No, I thought Gen 7 was Sun and Moon.
Yeah, Gen 7 is Sun and Moon. There's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Jamie says she's going to bring Ellen a ton of building supplies.
Aw, that's sweet of you. Part of me also was wondering, was I supposed to tell her that?
What?
That Ellen was getting that? I didn't know if Ellen...
It's supposed to be a secret?
Well, I mean, usually Ellen likes to tell people herself whenever
Oh.
things like that come up. Just, if she does tell you, Jamie, act surprised. That's all I gotta say. Help me save face.
Right.
That's all I'm asking. It's not much.
You'll pretend you didn't know. Good. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
True friend.
True pal.
Yeah, Jamie's also been sending me a lot of cool stuff from the Lightbox Expo today.
Really?
I haven't gotten a chance to watch much of it just yet, but I'm gonna probably watch it mostly tomorrow when I'm at work, because tomorrow it's my night, and since there's no real supervisor at night,
nice.
That's when I kind of just do whatever.
Mods are asleep. Do whatever.
Yeah, mods are asleep. Post whatever in chat.
Yeah, it used to be post ponies. I remember that, and that's exactly when you get off.
Yep.
Just get right out of that one.
Yep.
That's the famous mods are asleep.
Yeah, I remember. I was there.
We were all there.
Don't quote the scriptures at me. I was there when they were written, or
exactly.
Something. I think it's ancient texts.
I can't remember anymore.
It's been a while.
I was on the committee that decided the color of, what was it, the color of the rule book or something?
Yeah, the rule book.
Futurama.
Yeah, we kept it gray. Yeah.
We kept it gray.
We kept it gray. Yeah, dude, that show is so good.
You're still going through one of the videos from earlier? Had to turn it off to focus on some stuff? Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand.
Some videos I can watch, some videos I can put on in the background, and then some of them, like, you just get too into it.
Yeah, I'm still on the fence on, like, how to proceed with all this new kind of knowledge I gained. I know I told Jamie I wasn't going to do any more job apps until I got, a better portfolio situated. But there was like a few freelance illustration comic jobs that showed up, and I was like, well, I'll just...
Yeah.
I have a portfolio that does fill that one at least. So I did apply to those. I don't know. There's a lot. But because I was like, well, if I want to do get other work, things like that, I need to diversify my portfolio and have, like, if I want to work for animation, I'll need to make a storyboard portfolio. If I want to work for the concept art one, I need to have more, WIPs in the art station, things like that. Yeah, some whips. Some whips
is how you say that.
Sorry, I forgot.
It's all right. You just say that one normally. No one normally abbreviates it like that.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's just there's a lot.
Whatever this video is, it says it really makes me realize how much I don't know / never learned.
Yeah, that's what that.
It just says, hey, if the job shows up, just go for it.
Yeah, it's like that is really frustrating too, because you go to a fancy schmancy art school and you're like expecting
New York City.
Yeah, you expect, like, something out of it, and a lot of the times it just doesn't really give you anything. Per se, I feel like I got very little compared to what I probably could have learned just from staying at home and drawing instead of going out and hanging out with people. I feel like a lot of my time at school was wasted on a lot of frivolity and things like that. I mean, I know you're supposed to make connections, things like that, but just in case, like, they become somebody that you can ride their coattails into fame. But, like, the moment I moved from New York, I mean, like, I lost touch with a lot of the people that I was, building those relationships with, so it kind of felt like it was a wash. Either way. Oh, well, that's something that's not worth really dwelling on for too long.
Matt, we all know friends are a waste of time, and we all regret them.
It's true.
That's what you're going for.
It's true, they are. I just want to let everyone in the chat know that I think all of my friendships with you were all wasted.
Yep, exactly.
I could have been somebody, chat.
You could have done something with our lives. Looks like the chat box over this. Why is it not? Need to update. There you go.
Fix that on a little bit.
I was like, this logo needs to be behind the chat box. It clearly is in the thing, but it was still on the screen not.
Of course.
That was annoying. I'm like, why I gotta change this twice? Nothing.
I don't know if there's anything I could fix.
No, it can't be fixed because I'm shooting directly at a flashlight.
Oh. Yeah. And my bizzle.
No, I mean, there's nothing. I don't know how to fix this. I don't think it can be fixed. I think maybe if I just zoom back out, it might slightly fix it. But then you can't see what you're doing. I'm gonna try it like this, maybe. See if I can get it to, like, look in another spot. Might stay a little more regular. You just can't zoom in on it very close.
Yeah.
Or it'll get, like, really fucked up the second you, like, move it.
Yeah.
Because that thing is, like, so bright.
Yeah. It's doing its job.
I wonder how many lumens that is.
Oh, it was a lot, if I remember correctly. Well, yeah. It's typical Monday night. It's a little chill.
Yeah.
Probably gonna try to play some Persona after this.
Sounds like a plan.
I close tomorrow, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But yeah, I'm interested in trying to go through those videos at Lightbox and see if there's anything I can take away from. I also want to watch more Linda courses on doing art and stuff like that. But, well,
yeah, I just need to get better at like gaming social media. I just don't understand how to do this. It's like you follow the things they tell you, and then well, it doesn't seem to work. So I'm like, okay, this is not how this works.
I don't know. I really don't know.
So just gotta find another place to go. Social media is not very good for doing anything. It's good if you already have a lot of followers.
Yeah.
Or if you can constantly keep gaining followers. It was good when we had cons to go to, because we could constantly keep gaining followers. Like, much easier.
Yeah.
But it's not really designed so that new people see your stuff. None of them are designed like that.
Mm-mm. Yep, and again, frustrating, but it is what it is.
Might draw some stuff?
Yeah, go for it.
Work on anything cool? Anything you can tell us about or whatever? I don't know if I should ask about that or not, actually. Just in general, since she mentioned drawing.
Yeah.
So.
It's probably more of...
it sounded personal, since it was mentioned.
Yeah, I think it's more of the personal stuff, because that's what I've been getting sent from her.
Oh, okay. Doodles in practice? Okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, all the algorithms on like everything are against new people. Because there's no guarantee they'll give you money or anything.
Yeah.
And you don't want to try and get in on a new platform because you'll just get fucked over like everyone on Mixer.
Yeah, that definitely was a thing.
Yeah, when they got just shot into Facebook gaming and no one gives a shit about it. As far as I know, I don't know what happened to all of those people.
They died.
Probably. Probably wish I had.
Yeah, probably. This is it's probably closer to truth and reality than I want it to be.
Yeah.
So that's the name of the game, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. I know apparently YouTube is really bad too right now.
Oh yeah.
Like if you're actually trying to make money on YouTube, it's like impossible now.
Yeah, that's like not even worth trying.
Yeah, I heard it's like impossible now.
Yeah, you gotta get like a real job.
You have to have been there forever and had 1 million followers already to even get close. And even those people are starting to hurt or whatever I've heard.
Yeah.
I know apparently the like whatever it is, the censor bot or whatever, the mod bot or whatever on YouTube is apparently like really like vicious now.
Yeah.
So there's like tons of like just stuff you can't even say or whatever. And it doesn't distinguish between like if you're trying to discuss them or if you're like negatively or it can't tell.
Yeah.
Like if you're advocating it or against it or academic wise or whatever, so it just instantly demonetizes the videos that it picks them up in.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah, I noticed that from a lot of channels that were like talking about just like psychological stuff and things like that. Like mental health or things like that. All of their videos get demonetized.
Makes sense. Can't be talking about that. Not in a positive way ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Yeah, because that's why they have all these other platforms now that are like coming up to compete against them.
mm-hmm. Yeah, it's tough, definitely. I have no real what's the word? Understanding.
Yeah, I barely get any of this stuff.
Like, I understand in the sense that you want to make a good product so people will come look for it, and you want to kind of bait them in with, promises of things and things like that. But, that stuff's like old in the past. I don't know how much of that applies to the here and now of
Markets are oversaturated.
yeah.
Like horrendously oversaturated. The easier it gets for people to do stuff, the more saturated the market becomes.
Yeah, I mean, that's just not going to work.
So that's what the internet just helped accelerate.
Yep. Makes you wonder sometimes.
Right. Yo, Spirit, what's up?
Heyo.
How you been? We're just talking about the trials and tribulations of trying to get noticed on the internet.
Yeah, it's just like going viral is, even if we went viral, let's put that.
I don't even care about going viral.
Well, yeah, like that's the usual thing people strive towards is going viral, so people start following you and things like that. But like even then, those things are usually short lived.
Yeah, I'd rather have a slower but sustained growth.
Yeah. Again.
Oh, you're working on a class assignment for film studies? Oh, I love film. That's like my favorite thing in the world. Is there like a particular movie or subject you're kind of going over?
Film or the history of film, probably.
Yeah, I love film, like in general. I wanted to be that guy on TCM who like hosts all the movies. That was like my dream job when I was a kid.
Hey man, never too late.
It's definitely too late. It's 100% too late. But that's fine.
Is it? Is it really?
That's fine.
Is it 100% too late?
It's got to be 100% too late.
How is it 100% too late?
I just feel it in my bones.
Oh, in your bones, okay.
Yeah.
This is a bone thing, got it.
Obviously.
Obviously.
You know how my bonitis is.
I do.
You know that.
I know. I just wish you'd go get it treated.
50s to the present? Oh, nice.
Somebody get this man's bonitis treated.
It's fun to see how different movies are in the 50s.
Oh, yeah.
There's still so many shots of people opening and closing doors. It's absurd. I never noticed it until I saw it in a thing where someone was talking about like stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just really funny now that after I've seen it. It's like, damn, they're right.
Why?
Like, there's so many, yeah.
What's your reason?
They wanted to make sure you knew they were leaving and going places and coming here and such.
Yeah, it's funny because you're just like, it's not really a need, but sure, man.
Well, not anymore,
Yeah, but I mean, like, in general, I don't think there was much of a need in those shots. A lot of those shots are, like, when they're making cuts and stuff like that to other scenes and stuff like that. I feel like you don't need to have the actual motion of opening and closing doors.
Yeah. It turns out you didn't really, like... It becomes more implied later,
Suspension of disbelief became bigger.
You just, like,
that.
understand, like, that. Filmmaking just goes, it's like you said, it's like, oh, I guess we don't need this.
Yeah.
Like, enough people do it and the audience still gets it.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, so this is a side thing. This is not about 50s movies in general.
Mm-hmm.
But if I remember correctly, most films were shot... there were never really many shots of the ceiling because there usually was never a ceiling.
Yeah.
Not until about Citizen Kane, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies where there's no ceilings because they're on sound stages with no
Yeah.
ceilings. It's an easy way to kind of know if they're on sound stage. Aside from giant matte painting that's supposed to be outside the window.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I just couldn't remember if that was a thing that didn't happen until...
Oh, you were watching Invasion of the Body Snatchers? Oh, that's such a good movie. It's been forever since I've seen it. Either version.
Kabuto?
Right?
Topical.
Yeah. Classic metaphor for communism. That's what that movie is about.
Mm-hmm. As were most things back then.
It was the Cold War, man.
The Crucible.
It's the Cold War, bro. Better dead than red. That's all I have to say.
Ooh, we should bring that back.
You're right. Those too many commies. You're right. Those damn Bernie Sanders supporters.
Not what I was going for, but yeah, you got there.
I am once again asking you to put this pod next to a person who is sleeping. No.
God.
I love Bernie.
Oh, yeah, I know you will. I know you do. So much so you would throw away your vote just to get him into the White House again.
Obviously.
You piece of shit. What?
I don't like that freedom is about making me choose between things I don't want.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny is, you remember that, that statement, like, you're free to leave at any time you want? Did you know it's actually about $2,500 to renounce your U.S. citizenship?
Just to renounce it?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. Cost money to renounce your citizenship.
No, yeah. I got what he was going for.
With the, no.
Yeah.
Trust me, Wes is smart. He gets my jokes. Sorry, that's an old running gag.
Yeah, there's a joke about being smart to get Wes's jokes.
Yeah. So we have a...
Shane said that.
Yeah. Who I haven't seen since...
I don't know, yeah. Former
vegan.
Former woke vegan, currently a bridge demon. As far as we know.
As far as we know, yeah.
As far as we know. Yes, John, we were talking about all these Antifa thugs. Yeah, it's a lot to change countries.
Yeah, it's very bizarre. I didn't even think about that it costs money to renounce your citizenship until someone brought it up saying, like, hey, everybody, that people, those jackasses that tell you it's free to leave? Well, explain to them this next time they say that.
You gotta be ridiculously rich. Like, it turned out my 6th grade social studies teacher became... I told you about that, right?
No.
Okay, so one time I just get a text message from my sister, and she's like, hey, you remember the social studies teacher from middle school, Like, I was like, yeah, and then she had a screenshot. Like, she just took a picture with her phone. She was watching, like, House Hunters International, and he was looking at, like, $500,000, like, condo in Belize or something.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was him. Like, 100% it was him.
Holy shit.
Because he was also into, like, the stock market and shit.
Oh, that explains it, yeah.
So... yeah, it was crazy. It was just so random out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck? This dude? Oh, shit. He was cool, though. I remember him. He was a cool teacher. Social studies teachers usually cool.
Oh, yeah. They're always cool. They're always like, look, man, you want to get this money,
Yeah.
Because they understand, like, how that shit usually works.
Mm-hmm.
They're a lot more on the, like...
Yeah.
The up and up and the thoughts and things like that.
Yeah, they're like social studies / history teachers, usually cool. Sometimes they can be not cool. I don't know. That one is like a 90-10, I feel like. And then math teachers, it'll be like half and half. Something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It really...
Maybe the math... Actually, math teachers are more like probably like a 60-40 not cool, I feel like.
Yeah, the math or the science teacher usually is not cool.
Yeah.
The ones that are usually cool are the more social ones, like, history, social studies, government, economics, language arts, things like that. The more liberal.
What is this? Oh, no, hold on. Oh, okay. Jamie was making me, like, hold your message up, I guess because it said bitch in it or something. Yeah.
Oh, what?
That's funny.
What did I say? A swear word?
No. It was making me hold Jamie's message.
Oh, okay.
Because like sometimes the auto mod thing will come up if like people type in swear words sometimes. So I was like, what is this thing? Okay, I had to check what it was.
Okay, I was
just
really
really
confused.
funny. No, I wasn't talking to you. I was like, what? Why would I talk to you? No, just no.
No, it's cool, man. I get it.
Hey man, he must have got a hell of a come up though, going from middle school social studies to a $500,000 condo in Belize.
Oh yeah.
It was some shit like that. I don't remember exactly how much money it was, but I mean, he's on House Hunters International.
Yeah.
So, and he was a social studies teacher. Like that must be like how many years ago is that now? That's got to be like shit. God damn, that's a tough one. Is it like 20? I don't know, like a million years ago? I don't know.
1,000 years
like
ago?
that easily? Since we were in middle school?
Easily 1,000 years.
Something like that. So it's not... So that's pretty good.
Yeah, he was playing the stock market, man.
Yeah, I knew what he was doing. This was a few years ago, so this wasn't like recent when I got this text. But that's just really funny. Remember the random middle school social studies teacher?
Yeah, I remember.
Now he's fucking rich. He studied the socials and learned how to climb the ranks. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. No, this guy was always like slick. He was always like a slick dude. So I'm not shocked that he got that money. Because that was like the only assignment I remember from this class was when we did like the fake stock market thing.
Yeah, he probably saw someone's work and was like, this is how you do it.
I think, yeah, maybe that's what he was doing. He was just letting all the kids find stocks for him.
Yeah, I remember doing that in class too, actually, as a kid.
Okay, yeah, I can dig this. I think this was a decent investment.
Yeah, because I invested in Nintendo and in the Mach one.
Mm-hmm.
I did really well.
Yeah. Nintendo's usually just a good place to put your money if you have it. They always up something good.
Oh, yeah.
Their stocks are pricey, though.
Yeah, now they were. And back when I was in elementary school, they weren't.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You buying gold, chat?
Gotta buy gold.
Make sure you're buying gold.
I always buy gold. I buy gold or, was it Tanzanite? There's some really random earth metals that are worth like a fuckload also. All those ones that you can like only find in Africa.
Of course.
Shit like that.
It's always Africa.
Yeah. They have like crazy minerals over there.
Yeah.
That's why the Chinese are all over there.
Chinese.
That's why they like own some of those countries because they control all their electricity.
Yeah, yeah.
And shit like that, I've heard. It's like, hey, you guys want electricity? Better start digging. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Here's a shovel. Get to work.
Right. Yo, Setsuko, what's up?
Hey, man. How's it hanging?
Yeah. Oh, we're always chill on here. Everybody in chat's chilling. You're working on a different comic? Or was that a question of us? But we're doing characters. Oh, yeah. You're doing character sheets, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just doing...
We're just drawing fan art.
I'm just doing fan art today.
Yeah, we got some Pokemon characters we're drawing.
Yeah, this Thursday, since I'm off, I'm going to be doing a large painting that day, so we might as well just, take it easy on these ones. And then on Saturday, I'm going to do another fan art stream.
Are you doing the painting in the garage, or...?
We'll try. I might can bring it in here, maybe.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that's what you meant you were painting.
Yeah, no, I'm painting on that canvas. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
I don't think you could have that in here.
Not with that attitude.
Good.
Just figure some stuff out here for color patterns. Give me one sec.
I was going to say, you're going to start coloring?
Yeah.
Okay, I can zoom in if you're coloring. So
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you like the way it looks right now? Just in black and white?
Thanks. Trying to capture...
Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot more like black and white stuff for Inktober.
Yeah, and I got to look through... Because I want to talk with Wes a bit about Inktober plans. just because there's a lot of ideas floating around for what we could do. And we'll go from there. Let's see. Do I want the orange behind the champ, or do I want the orange behind her? Oh, I was thinking of color.
Oh, which half is which?
Yeah, I'm going to do the orange behind the champ. Because the champs are blue, so orange will pop.
Yeah, that's true.
But, yeah, Inktober, we've, floated a few different ideas down on what to do. I originally was just going to do another fan art for series for Inktober. Then we talked a little about some original ideas. And then, one of our roommates sent us a thing that was kind of night themed, and we were doing nights. So I was like, maybe it would be fine just to add that in there.
Yeah.
And then we also, I already mentioned that we're floating with an original idea. So yeah, it's a lot. Inktober is always a lot. But I get it done. That's not the problem. It's just trying to figure out what to do is always the issue I have. It's never the execution on anything. It's always what am I doing? That always takes the longest.
Oh, you still have that drawing? Nice.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, Spirit, she says she has that. Remember when you made that drawing of her character?
Yeah, I do.
Forever ago? Yeah, she still has it.
That's awesome.
Really cool.
I'm glad to hear it.
You want to get it framed? Yeah, frames are kind of expensive, for just...
And that size, too, is always a little hard to find.
Just a piece of glass, with some trim. It's kind of annoying. Because, there's stuff I got a piece framed, and man, this was I don't even like this frame that much, but it was the only frame available.
Yeah.
And it was still kind of expensive, so.
That's how it goes. I don't know. You're
gonna do Final Fantasy Setsuko? We did Final Fantasy stuff last year. That was pretty good.
Yeah, for this year it was either just a bunch of fan art from different series each week. Or the night one. I don't know. It's tough. I want to talk to my producer's editor.
The thing is that doing fan art is kind of good because at least people are already looking for that stuff.
Yeah, that's why I'm
so
on it. You know what I mean?
That's why people do a lot of fan art. Plus, I don't know. That's the majority of what exists within our society because a lot of media is created by companies. So, because culture is a consumable.
Yeah.
So,
that's why it's frustrating because you're constantly in that battle with yourself about what is it that I want to do, what is it that I should do, and it's at the end of the day, technically the answer is you should do what you want to do.
I was wondering if her hair was missing there the whole time,
and you were correct. It was.
Okay. I try not to comment on stuff like that sometimes.
No, I know. It's just funny because that's the one time it was actually. You would have been right. It's when Freddie Jones was going to be right that Red Herring was the monster.
That Red Herring was the dude. Yes.
Yeah. I knew it all along.
Oh, you can draw some stuff for Dune? Nice. Dune is really cool. I've wanted to rewatch Dune for a while, but it's kind of long.
Yeah.
So.
I know
there's a tabletop game of Dune also that, I think it was last year or the year before that maybe, got a re-release. Before that, it had been really hard to get.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah. It's apparently just as convoluted as you think it would be to play.
Yeah, that sounds
because it's a game designed, around Dune from the 80s. So.
Does the spice flow at least?
Oh, the spice will flow.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it.
Oh, that's right. They're making a new
TV show.
Dune, that's right. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know your name was from Dune. I don't remember too many of the characters or anything. It's just been so long. I remember the imagery, mostly.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. My gut tells me that I'm gonna end up saying, well, fuck it and just do the what I want to do. But the art I want to do and the art that'll sell sometimes does mesh together. Because, like, spoilers, one of the weeks I wanted to do is going to be, Soul Eater themed, because that feels very Halloween. But at the same time, I'm like, well, if I lean in on that one, that means I need to, lean in on these other ones that I had ideas for. Things like that. But I don't know what to tell you.
I have to remember that Dune show is coming out. I still want to watch that Lovecraftian one that's on HBO right now.
Ooh, that sounds cool. But yeah. For this, the reason why I'm doing this one in particular is actually I really, I kind of actually like this character a lot from Pokemon. And Pokemon's just a fun game.
Oh yeah, Soul Eater is super sweet.
Yeah. And this one, the character short that they had for this, where she was training with the Machamps, the Machop and the Machoke. Yeah. And I was like, man, that's so cool to watch her fight a Machamp.
To see someone.
Yeah, because we had this lore that the way you became a black belt in the Pokemon universe was you had to take the belt off the Machamp.
Yeah, we always had a joke about that.
Yeah. You
couldn't become a black belt till you beat a Machamp in one-on-one combat.
Yeah. And we're like, and then it actually happens in the short, and you're like, fuck yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, those Kill La Kill ones came out really good.
I think so too.
Yeah. Oh, if y'all like Soul Eater, have y'all seen Fire Force yet? It's from the same guy.
Yeah, Fire Force is really cool.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
It's definitely going insane now because it's getting towards the end of the manga.
Yeah, you said the manga was getting much more crazy now.
Yeah, it's because it's like, oh, we're in the end game. I see.
Also, I like Fire Force because everyone has a firepower. It's like one of those things where if everyone has the same thing, you have to figure out different ways to use it.
Yeah. And I think
that helps a lot.
I think that's very creative.
Yeah, I feel like constraint really helps with creativity, actually.
Yeah, I agree with that statement wholeheartedly.
So if you say, okay, everyone in this series can only do stuff with fire, you have to be like, what is shit that nobody has really done with fire? Or what are all the things that heat can do and things like that? Versus... oh, everyone can have every power in the world, so it's like you're going to probably pick a bunch of cliche powers people have seen and you're going to get maybe a few really cool ones. But some series do that and they have a lot of cool ones though.
My Hero Academia does a pretty good job of keeping it fresh.
Yeah, they do a good job of keeping it fresh. So, because they'll have at least interesting takes on some of these powers that have been used before. And they put conditions on them too, especially on some people's powers.
For sure,
conditions help a lot too.
Yeah, there's a really good seminar, I guess is what we'll call it, by Brandon Sanderson.
Oh yeah.
That Wes showed me a while back.
There's way too much anime now. You just gotta pick the ones you want and then watch them. When the season starts, we look through the whole season guide and we only pick 5 anime at most. That's it.
Yeah. I would say...
even 5 is a lot.
Yeah, for us. Anime. Yeah, for us at least.
Yeah, for one season.
What was it?
Sorry. Yeah, we were talking about the Brandon Sanderson...
Yeah, magic systems.
All the lectures that he has
he has a whole lecture series on magic systems, which I definitely recommend for anybody who's interested in doing stuff like that.
Well, Hunter x Hunter isn't done, so you can't finish it. That's my joke about when you said you have to finish Hunter x Hunter. No one in the world has finished Hunter x Hunter, not even the creator.
He's so evil, chat. Can you believe this fucker?
So don't worry. Technically, no one has finished Hunter x Hunter.
He's evil. You're just mean.
I liked Hunter x Hunter, I like Hunter x Hunter, but I'm not gonna I'm gonna wait until either, it either needs to be officially canceled or they need to fucking do something with it.
Yeah.
Cause, nothing has happened in forever. They got on that boat and then that's been about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Kurapika got a dolphin.
Kurapika has a dolphin and they're on a boat. That's it. That's it. Those aren't even real spoilers because it's it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
So.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah.
It's not in a great spot, chat.
Yeah, and it sucks because I really like the world of Hunter x Hunter. I think Hunter x Hunter has a really cool world, and like again, that's one of those series where there are like a lot of or some original powers that are really cool.
Yeah, and there's a lot of variety in them too.
Yeah, it feels like it was one of those like successors to Dragon Ball. You know?
Yeah, it definitely felt very Dragon Ball.
It's in the line of a Dragon Ball successor, not a Dragon Ball Z successor.
Yeah,
you know,
I can agree with that.
So, but it does. It is more Dragon Ball. The world, at least, is much more Dragon Ball.
Yeah, because the world feels bigger.
Yeah, because the world feels really cool. Like the adventure, the spirit of adventure that's really in Dragon Ball versus in Dragon Ball Z. There's not much of that.
There's no need for adventure.
You really don't.
You just need to hit things. Hit them.
I know. I got you. It was just a joke, though. Yeah.
But yeah, with Hunter x Hunter, it's like really depressing because you're like,
yeah, it's weird because there's a lot to like about that series, and then you're like, but it's just never comes out, you know. Because at least Berserk got like a new chapter a little while ago.
Yeah, and you finally got a fucking assistant.
So, yeah, I really think he should just hand that manga over to someone.
Yeah,
is what I think he should do. I think the company needs to make him do that. Honestly, it would probably be in their best interest. Because they can't force him to like work on it anymore because he has so much money and he's married to the Sailor Moon creator.
Oh, you're talking about the? Sorry,
we're talking about Hunter x Hunter still.
Yeah.
He
has a lot of money, and also
because you mentioned the assistant, so I was like, well, if they just have him like have someone else pick up Hunter x Hunter,
they just have the Tokyo Ghoul guy do it.
Yeah, since he could draw it perfectly.
Yeah,
that was insane. I still can't believe that.
That's so funny.
Okay, let me see. So I know a lot of people got into mech manga from Gundam and Code Geass and earlier shows too, but I think it all rooted for you from Eureka 7. Oh yeah, Eureka 7. Yeah, I remember that one. They used to be on TV.
I can agree with that statement.
His wife is learning the style. That sounds funny. I want to see her draw it.
Yeah,
I want to see how shoujo-y it looks.
Kurapika looks fucking
because I do like the Sailor Moon manga. It always looks interesting.
Yeah,
I want to see that.
Just Kurapika is extremely beautiful.
Oh my god, it'll be so much more beautiful. It'd be great. The paneling will look so different.
Oh yeah,
this shoujo paneling is so different.
It probably, I mean, if they have him write it still.
Yeah.
He'd probably tell her like, hey, I'm gonna use these panels, and you just
Favorite themes in manga? Do you mean like
genre?
Like a genre or a theme? Because since you mentioned mech's more like a genre than a theme. Because the theme would be like in mech, especially like anti-war is the theme of a lot of mech shows. Like the horrors of war, the problems with like forcing children to pilot these giant robots and fight war,
Yeah.
That's like would be the theme of it. Genre, okay. Yeah, it's just interesting. Like I use words that are not quite accurate in plenty of conversations. That's the hard part about a language.
Yeah, English is weird and terrible.
Yeah.
Fucking hate English sometimes.
For genres, yeah, I like mechs. Mechs are great. I love like space opera stuff. Like Legend of Galactic Heroes is really good. I liked a lot of the older isekais when they were shoujo series. I really liked them then. I haven't liked them since they became
Harems.
The more video game harem. I'm too afraid to make a real hentai shows. Once they became that genre,
I'm too afraid to make a hentai.
The cowards hentai genre, basically.
They don't have the courage to make a hentai.
Yeah, if you don't have the courage to make a hentai, just make an isekai. At least for the past 5 years.
Yeah.
So I like Mahou Shoujo stuff. I like just a lot of stuff all over the place. Comedy usually. If it's like a comedy one, because Rumiko Takahashi is my favorite manga artist, and she usually does stuff with a lot of comedic themes.
Yeah, mixed in with a lot of horror.
Yeah, horror or like fantasy.
Yeah.
Just weird, goofy stuff. Like Ranma doesn't have like much of a genre other than comedy, I would say. Comedy and romance. It's a romantic comedy at its heart.
That is true.
So.
That's not what I wanted to see, chat. What is this nonsense? Please.
Psychological anime? Oh yeah, those are really good. We're watching Serial Experiments Lane right now.
Yeah, I don't know how they feel about it, but I really enjoy watching it again.
Yeah, it's fun to watch again.
Like, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, what? I'll see Ellen on her phone.
Yeah, everyone else in the room is on their phone.
And
I'm just like, oh man, I love this show.
Yeah. They're like, oh shit, yeah.
And I like watching old shoujo shows. Sometimes are really fun to watch.
Oh yeah.
Reading shoujo manga is weird because sometimes the paneling is weird.
Yeah, sometimes shoujo manga is a little harder to read. You need
But watching them is a lot of fun. I highly recommend Rose of Versailles. If
Yes.
you guys have never seen it, I love it.
Or Revolutionary Girl
fun.
Utena.
Yeah, or oh god, I can't remember the Japanese name fully, but it's like Aim for the Ace. It's the old tennis one.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
basically where some of those tropes with female tennis things come from, like the rich girl curls and stuff. There's a little. They actually do that in Pokemon. That
Yeah.
one where Wobbuffet is the tennis
Yeah.
and the curls.
Yeah.
There's Madame Butterfly from that show.
I fucking love that shit.
Oh, what do we got? Writing a comic for Webtoons, and you're about a 20-something that becomes part of a magical girl operation to provide for her single parent ordeal and protect the world. So she also has a woman crush. That's about as hentai as I get. Okay, that's not so bad.
That's about as hentai as I get.
That's not so bad.
Yeah, no, that's just
I do like this idea of like having to, because you're making the magical girl thing a little bit more. It has more of a real world feel because of the like needing money to do it. It sounds like something like that. Like you're joining this kind of operation, this program or whatever. So that's kind of interesting.
What is it?
That's almost like a real robot take
on Magical Girl.
Yeah, that's.
I'm thinking of the Human Instrumentality Project, but with magical girls.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Shinji, transform, damn it.
Shinji, you must use this star makeup.
Yeah, you must use the prism makeup power. Shinji, put on the skirt.
Shinji, you have to put on the skirt.
Put on the skirt, Shinji. The operation is called Mom. Okay, that's hilarious. I actually love this. Just another day. Another day, another henshin, you know?
That's the creamy mommy one, right?
Yes. And Dokuro-chan does it also.
Yeah.
As a tribute to her.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those would be some of my favorite genres. How about chat? What's chat into?
You know, I thought he was going to ask me what my favorite genres were, then I realized I'm not important.
No, you're not. No, tell us. So
No, it's
you can
fine.
feel like you're
No, it's fine. No, it's fine.
I thought you threw in some of yours while we were talking.
I was not, no.
Oh. Well, the shows I just wasn't paying attention to you.
That's fair.
Because I never do.
No, you don't.
No. Well then, Matt, what are some of your...
No, it's fine. No, it's fine.
All right, you heard him, chat. He's fine.
We've already established my place in this stream.
Okay.
I'm just the picture drawer.
All right, let's see. My older sister is rewatching Sailor Moon because she watched it dub as a kid and forgot a lot about the show. It's a completely different show. Also, I told her to watch this sub because, yeah, there's a lot taken out. Yeah, the American version. Yeah, the Deke version in particular.
Will you be my cousin?
Right? Oh my god. These Arkansas cousins out here. Yeah, Sailor Moon's a lot of fun. I love from the movie where Chibi Moon has the gun.
Oh yeah.
Anytime I see that screen where she has a gun, this fucking cracks me up. Okay, so you like fantasy a lot, and then after that it kind of branches out. Fantasy's like your core thing, Jamie. That makes sense. I really like fantasy a lot too. I think fantasy has like just using the word fantasy gives you like a wide range of stuff you can do.
Yeah, I'm more into like that.
And I like that.
I like more urban fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of a mix of high fantasy mixed with some weird shit in it.
Yeah, I definitely like high fantasy a lot.
It's the golden high kick!
Dude, the golden high kick, don't even get me started on that OVA. I love that shit. I particularly really love random ass OVAs from the 80s and 90s. I miss those like so much. Like before anime was like it is now, there used to be so much more experimentation with all the shit they'd make. The movies. I miss movies.
Yeah.
Man, there are just not enough anime movies now. So you like mech, fantasy, sci-fi, with fantasy elements. So you like science fantasy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, science fantasy is that genre. That's like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like Star Wars is original Star Wars.
Yeah, so
like first trilogy is pretty much entirely science fantasy because it's meant to be like Buck Rogers, which is definitely meant to be science fiction, but is so goofy and the way the genre evolved. I'd probably still say that if I remember, that's probably more on the science fantasy side. But steer clear of high school animes. But you like Toradora? Oh, Toradora? Oh man, trying to make me cry out here?
Right?
Yeah, no, I like high school stuff if it's like, I don't know, high school stuff is a wide, that's like saying fantasy.
Yeah.
Like,
because a lot of them usually take place in high school.
Because that's the target audience.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it depends. If there's like, high school can run the gambit of just like absolute ass, like High School of the Dead, all the way to, like you said, Toradora.
Yeah.
So that's a tough one, yeah.
Because high school genre, I understand wanting to stay away from it because, usually it's bad. But I find the ones that kind of tend to lean into the fact that they're in a school setting usually tend to do a little better, in my opinion.
Definitely.
Especially because when you think about like high school in general, there's a lot of limiting factors about being a high school student and being in a high school setting. Mm-hmm. Now, if you play to those strengths of the limitations, like we were talking about with creativity and all that stuff, like the Fire Force.
Genres. That's the word I should have used. You're right. But yeah, sorry, I was going to interrupt you.
That's fine. That was pretty much done.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the limitations, like you said, of high school.
Yeah, so if you're like, well, they're high schoolers, so they can't do X, Y, and Z thing. Well, how do you make the... Mm-hmm. How do we progress the story in such a way that it would...
And if it's a comedy, how do we turn this common high school occurrence into something outlandish and hilarious?
Exactly. Case in point, like Kaguya-sama and things like that.
Yeah, Kaguya, definitely.
Because they're like, okay, well, we're going to have these really smart students. They're going to be in a very ritzy academy, so they can get a bit more things in there.
Yeah.
Hmm?
No, the camera just looks a little weird. I was kind of telling them. Light on it. That's a little closer to it. Colors were just a little too wonky.
Yeah, I got you.
Let me see. Oh, Angel Beats. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Angel Beats technically high school, kind of.
It's in a high school setting.
It's high school enough, so.
But it's done in a way that's like...
Yeah, exactly.
Extremely sad and makes me feel things.
If someone had ever told me that one of my fave games was where you play as a high schooler and actually have to study for tests in games, I'd have cut their toxic bullshit from my life, but then Persona came along.
Yeah, no, Persona's great. I love that.
That's funny.
I love Persona as a franchise, too, because that's one of those things where it takes the high school elements and then makes them into something that's worthwhile and makes them bizarre that this is something that's so pivotal in my experience. It's like when people are playing Animal Crossing, because they're like, well, you hate capitalism.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're playing Animal Crossing, which is basically, capitalism and,
It's just all consumerism.
Consumerism the game.
Animal Crossing is just Second Life with furries.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong.
Well, no, I'm not going to try to, because you're right.
Exactly.
What are you doing down there?
Well, I was wondering, I noticed the chair was slightly more messed up, and so I thought one of the staples fell out of it, and I don't want to step on it.
That's fair.
So I'm trying to cautiously look for it.
Okay,
I haven't found it yet.
I was just confused because you're just over there
I'm looking for hidden items on the floor.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, we were talking about high school, so it made me think, RPG, that kind of thing. So I gotta find the hidden items all around the room. I'm probably gonna check the trash can in a second.
Well, no,
especially since it's Pokemon.
Well, look, first of all, you gotta look for the 7 Wonders in the high school.
No, you're right.
Because that fucking trope is not, dated and overused.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is interesting though how you can just say like high school and it's like I said, the full gambit of animes open up.
Yeah.
You know, because there's mech ones too where they're in high school.
Yeah.
Like Guilty Crown. That one where the guy's always at the school and he's got to like pull the. Is that a mech? Is there mechs in that actually? I can't remember if that was a mech show or not. Actually, I don't think there were mechs in that one. But Code Geass is a high school one.
Yeah. Code Geass.
I just remember that Guilty Crown was a bad Code Geass. I did not like that show.
I'm trying to remember. I mean, like high school settings usually can be played to your advantage in certain regards, but a lot of shows don't really do that. At least not nowadays. Most shows are more on the. I need to make sure that people get horny and spend their money on these.
It's true. 2020 was the year of furries. Yeah, furries definitely. And I'm pretty sure, I think we were talking about this a while ago, that furries would be the next thing that would be normalized.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people saying that basically lollies/pedophilia is going to be the next thing that's normalized. So I don't know about that, but...
Pray to God it doesn't.
Yeah. Wes is trying to mark her by staring at nothing on the ground. That's right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's weird. Like you said, I didn't. You know, sometimes I don't even think of that either about how many things have a high school setting. That or middle school, and you don't realize it's middle school.
Yeah.
Because Sailor Moon is middle school.
Really?
Yes. I'm like 99% sure Sailor Moon is in middle school.
That sounds actually right. But that's just weird to think about.
Yeah.
From all the porn.
Yeah, that makes the porn even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just weird because of all the, porn.
I'm pretty sure Sailor Moon is set in middle school.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Usagi's like 13 or something. That's what I was going to go check, was how old she is.
All you sick fucks in chat.
14 and 16 by the end of the series. So, but I could have sworn she was in middle school when it started. So
Yeah.
I'm actually not sure now. Let me check that here. Yeah, schools. Yeah, so she does start in middle school and then goes to high school at the end. Yeah.
Get Chris Hansen in here real quick for all
Yeah,
I
I think the issue is the problem is that people you grow up watching the show, so you get a crush on them, and then you don't realize that you're actually a pedophile later.
Yeah, I mean you
because you still think of it as you did then.
Well, also it's because it's also at the same time you're like, well, they obviously aged too, didn't they?
Yeah,
Didn't
or
they?
they were older even, because if you're watching that in elementary school,
Yeah,
technically they're older than you. Yeah, no, there's tons of anime characters that are just like... Yeah, she does date a 17-year-old. You're right. Yeah, he was definitely older than her. He had a car also.
He did. Oh, Darian!
God, that dumb voice.
Darian!
Oh, God.
I love you!
Oh, my God. In my own personal hell, that's going to be the voice that comes over like the PA system for everything. God. Can't stand that fucking Sailor Moon dub voice. The old one.
Yeah.
God.
Darian!
Oh, I know, right?
It's definitely bad, chat.
Yeah.
You know what? It's not bad though.
Can't understand when countries like Australia try to shut down animes that are not even hentai. Is that a species reviewer reference, or actually I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I don't remember which one they tried to ban.
But Australia is super strict on tons of stuff like that.
Well, yeah,
they don't like violence either. Also,
they actually have a sin tax put on all video games you buy there. So certain video games just don't ever make it over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty interesting, actually. That's an interesting cultural difference between Australia and America. Might need to make a marker run.
Oh, we're going Markerson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Utena is like 14.
Oh, she is, isn't she? Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole show was so bizarre too, because like most everyone in that show was just like hypersexual.
Middle school, I think.
Yeah, everyone was hypersexual in that show though too, so it was extremely awkward.
Yeah. There's no game, no life. That's funny.
Oh, that makes sense. That actually makes sense.
That's funny.
That's
that is one of the better isekais though. So.
Yeah, I know in terms of like how lewd that shit gets. Yeah, no, that makes sense, especially because that character's fucking hella underage.
Oh, if it's the sister, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that sister's like totally naked a few times.
Yeah.
It's always funny whenever they like because that stuff so easily passes here. No one cares, and then like you have like all those people on the political platforms talking about like the sanctity of the family and things like that, and you're like, sure, man, you seem to be totally fine with all this murder and shit, but
yeah. And again, generally, like I don't know, you know, like here in America, murder is not an issue, you know. Like I just mean like content wise, especially.
I know. It's actually interesting. You know that show Hannibal?
Oh, I love that show.
There was actually a scene that was edited, not because of the gore, it was because the character's ass was showing.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It was a scene where the two people were like hung up like this and their skin was flayed. They actually had to censor out the asses.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Huh. So the whole of them being flayed was okay.
Yeah.
But like the ass part was not.
Yeah. I've heard about this age of consent thing in Japan. I don't know if that's actually true though. I think that has like limitations or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
I know some countries have stuff like that where it's like technically it's quote legal if the other person is like the same age basically.
Well, look, I'm gonna come out here and say something that might be controversial. Just because it's legal,
that's true, doesn't make it moral. That's true.
Saying like shit like, well, it's legal in this country, that's not a good enough, you know.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't hold water if it's morally incorrect, you know, like.
I mean, morals don't exist in a vacuum, though.
I know.
I hate you with that one, though.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, so people who are like talking like, oh, you know, like what is it, like the civil rights movement? Let's go with that one, because technically, that what African American people were doing was illegal.
Yeah.
And getting beat up by the police. That's technically they were breaking the law, yes, but they were not. They had the moral high ground in the sense of the word.
I mean, again, like there is no like you can't. I feel like you can't. This is the thing about like decoupling like society from religion is like it's very hard if there's no, because religion gives you like a set boundary. Like that. That's what like the Ten Commandments kind of like that. This is kind of what like Nietzsche talks about, you know, with like the death of God and stuff like that. So it's like, where do you take your values from in an atheistic society? And especially in a democracy, it just becomes moral by majority. So there is no actual right or wrong in an inherent sense in that kind of a system, I believe. That's what I would say. I don't know. That's my opinion. You know, that's the thing. So I don't think you can say there's a morally right or wrong in a vacuum. Now there is like a kind of human consciousness, like, you know, kind of like we all have about like, it's probably not right to just beat people to death for no reason.
Yeah.
You know?
Shouldn't, you know, tie them to chairs and throw them off the fucking, you know, roof.
Yeah, exactly. But again, like I'm saying, if there's no set in stone thing that says, well, it's not right, then it's, it's weird. I'm just playing the like, that kind of philosophical darker side or whatever.
Well, I'm just saying, like, there's still, like, a thing where it's, like, you know, you shouldn't be marrying a child. That's not as much of a religious thing as much as it feels like a moral consensus. Because we have...
nowadays.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but it still was wrong probably back then, too, but, like...
I mean, they did it, though, and they promoted it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it doesn't mean it's right.
Was it inherently wrong, or was it just wrong by our lens?
No, I think it was just more wrong altogether. Because, like, because we now know that, like, maturity level, ability to make decisions, understanding of the development of the brain, things like that, has shown us that, you need to be, at this level to be able to consume specific things. Like, alcohol affects you when you're older versus when you're younger.
Mm-hmm.
Like, things like that. Though I do think the drinking age should be lowered to 18 just because, we can send them to war and things like that, but, can't drink. Or buy cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Jamie mentions this. We still have child marriages in America if a judge and the parents consent.
Yeah, and I still think that's wrong.
Yeah, so... Yeah, she says, so we as a country are in also no position to finger wag. Yeah, exactly. So,
oh, yeah, I'm not saying that I myself am the one who has, the keeper of all things moral and stuff like that. I'm just saying it is immoral to do so.
yeah, and I'm saying that I don't think there's a definitive, once you break away from a set definitive thing like that, there is no, it will just change over time. Right now, you said we, quote, know. I think it's just we believe, that kind of thing. We quote know and accept the knowledge. In the future, we could just not care.
That's
even
fair.
if you know. And there's plenty of things we know that are wrong now, and we just don't care about them because it's not enough people caring. So that's morality by majority.
Mm.
That's largely how I feel like the West kind of works.
Yeah. And I personally feel that's wrong too, the morality by majority.
Ooh, wow, this is a long one. I'm in. All right, I'm gonna read this. This is a long one. Yeah, moral is not what it is, and I guess that's what makes it so hard to talk about. I personally think that underrate and even dismiss that some things that are being shown in anime aren't okay just because it's being shown. I find it interesting actually because some Japanese creators think that it's their creative rights being taken away from them because it's being censored and taken down. I personally think it's other things. Maybe they fear demonetization, and maybe it's their rights being taken down sometimes, but it's hard to say sometimes because of what the content's based on. I'm guessing we move forward there. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing with freedom, is where does the line between freedom and censorship, where is that drawn,
Well, usually, in my opinion, the way that line should be drawn is if the information is something that is truthful or accurate,
Mm-hmm.
and if it will cause any harm to anybody. And that, sense of, you can't just go into a theater and yell fire.
Mm-hmm.
That sort of thing. Man, these art streams get so fucking deep sometimes.
Art is supposed to be deep. That's the problem with just commercializing it, is it becomes vapid and empty. There's no meaning. But, yeah, we live in an age where it's loosely also based on, like I said, not just, people say mob morality a lot, is how they define, Twitter mobs. I prefer it's more there's that, and there's also mixed with, the corporate morality of, well, if it won't make us any money, then we don't need it. That kind of thing. If it's going to scare away business, then we need to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's generally why most companies, the second something happens, they're like, oh, shit, we're out, we're out,
Yeah.
Oh, someone said something, whatever, we got to get away from them, because it's bad for business. So things that are bad for business also determine morality. And, vice versa, kind of, because... Again, if everyone determines that it's immoral and they don't want to buy from that company, then that company has to shift their morality if they want to stay relevant.
Yeah, like Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah, unless there's just enough people that will not care if they don't. So that's the game they have to play.
Like with Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, exactly.
We just have to make chicken that's so good you don't care that it hates the gays.
Yeah.
And wants Donald Trump elected.
Yeah, or like J.K. Rowling with her new book.
Oh my God. God.
She just realized, okay, I don't need children as an audience anymore. I'm just going to write to a bunch of hateful people, I guess. That's my new brand. And if she isn't, punished enough, consumerly, then she's just like all of those other people, like Rush Limbaugh and Sean Hannity and all of those people. And if they're not punished enough, which they've been punished by a lot of people, but they still have just as many people filling up their other sponsor spots,
Yeah.
So, Yeah, she's apparently writing a new book. It was like the whole buzz on Twitter all day.
It wasn't, and it's not good.
Yes, it's apparently about a man who dresses up as a woman to go kill women. That's apparently the summary of the plot. That's been on everything. So that's it. That's the plot. That's the entire book. That's all anyone knows so far about it.
Yeah, it's not gonna fly.
Yeah. But it might fly with the audience she has intended, though.
Yeah.
And again, that comes back to the problem with stuff like this. It's like, yeah, we're definitely not on board with that, and so we're not buying it. But if we're countered by enough people who buy it and don't care, then it's tough, you know?
So what I'm hearing is, you are what you buy.
Well, yeah, obviously, because it's a consumer, culture.
Yeah.
So.
It's just like what MCR said.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. No, everyone agrees that, like, she should have stopped forever ago. And yeah, it's definitely, like, horrible, like, it's 100% something she would write. And it's especially, like, it's definitely the tone of it also is what I'm imagining how it's going to be.
Yeah, she's
He wanted to be a woman so bad, he put on their clothes and killed them, and then he said trans rights. I guarantee that's a line in the book. I guarantee there's something that fucking stupid in that book. There has to be.
I hate it, thank you.
There has to be something that fucking stupid in that book. Because, like, she's got to go all out now,
Yeah.
Because, like, you've already lost one side, so you have to just go to the other side as hard as you can.
That's true.
So.
That's how that works, right?
Yeah.
That's how all of this works. It's all this fucking madness. God damn it all.
Right? We just want to draw some nice pictures.
Oh well.
Yeah.
World's ending. I don't really care anymore. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
My opinions don't matter anymore because of the fact the world's ending in, like, a couple of years.
Jamie says people can talk smack about Twilight, but for the most part, at least Stephanie Meyer fucked off after getting the vampire paycheck. And I respect her for it.
Hey.
What? Oh. Damn, this looks good, dude. Wearing this in my hand, it was fucking good. Thought it looked good on screen. Y'all gotta see this in person.
Yeah, well, whenever a show comes up.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Just wanna make the shit, get some money, and get out.
Yeah.
Like, that's the goal. I want every day to be like summer vacation. That's my goal. After reading Part 8, that became my new goal in life.
I don't know, my new goal in life is just to make it to tomorrow. Making it to tomorrow seems pretty, what's the word?
Trying?
Trying in general, yeah. So once we make it to tomorrow, and I have my clean pair of underwear.
Right?
I think I'll be okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Going back to the past.
Right.
So.
World's a crazy place.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely Setsuko, I agree. I said same, one day at a time, life is stressful. I agree.
Kind of relax. realizing that there's a little bit of some errors in there, but we're going to fix those really quick while we're going along with this picture.
On her hair, yeah, I saw you just changed from the...
Yeah, the shape was a little...
shape's a little weird.
It was a little flat.
I saw that, yeah.
I was noticing that as I was going along, so I decided, well, let's just fix it while we're here.
Mm-hmm. What's that?
Oh, paper.
Oh, okay.
I was like, which ghost is it this time?
Yeah, right. I don't know, we're drawing Pokemon. Let's talk about something Pokemon. Who's everyone's favorite gym leader?
Yeah.
Or Elite Four member or whatever. Favorite trainer you have to fight against?
Are we talking like design or like just overall?
Could be whatever. Ooh, that's good. You don't have to commute to class, definitely. Save time and gas.
I think I really liked Erica.
I was gonna say Erica is one of my tops too.
Yeah, Erica was my like childhood crush Pokemon character.
Same. It's because she's like so elegant.
Yeah, so elegant, so nice.
And it's interesting because even in the American one, she still wears a Japanese kimono.
Yes.
So she stands out a lot when
Yeah.
you're young. If you're not familiar with any of that stuff, like that, all of that stuff wasn't like super popular when.
Pokemon, yeah, but anime wasn't really like.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Anime wasn't anime.
No, anime was anime. You get it right. We just didn't know about anime yet.
Well, I mean, like, yeah.
Yeah, Sabrina's great in first gen. Yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah, I always liked Erica. I really liked. Who else was great?
I actually really liked fighting Red in Gold and Silver.
Oh, definitely. Oh, there were so many cool trainers in Gold and Silver. The Dragon Girl.
Oh, yeah.
Dragon lady that you have to fight at the 8th gym.
Yeah, what is her name?
I don't know, but damn, was she like... She had it going on. She has that like energy.
Oh, yeah.
She just like feels like a dragon.
Yeah. She's got the the Devon energy. The energy
Right.
Devon craves.
Yeah, right. She was a good one. Who else was cool? I liked. There's some cool Elite Four members that look really cool too.
Karen's cool.
Yeah.
I like the Hawaiian chick from Gen 3.
Mm-hmm.
That I like the ghost Pokemon.
I hated fighting that psychic guy in Gen 4.
Oh, everyone hates fighting that guy.
That guy was miserable.
Oh, man. Like, everyone keeps hating on the fucking Whitney with the Miltank. Nah.
Oh, that guy, those Bronzongs were a nightmare.
Dude, Bronzong is like...
They were a nightmare in that gen.
To this day, I still hate Bronzong as a Pokemon.
Oh, they were a nightmare in that gen. Jamie, yeah, the Dragon Lady? Hell yeah, exactly.
Game recognized game.
Yeah, and it was good to fight her, too, because you had to go through that bullshit-ass puzzle.
Oh, yeah,
with the sliding ice thing in the cave.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, she was great. Oh, I like the dark girl from the Elite Four in Gen 2 also.
Karen? Yeah.
Oh, is that her name? Okay,
Yeah,
I couldn't remember her name. There's a lot of names I don't know.
Yeah, that's Agatha's granddaughter.
Yeah. Cynthia, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Cynthia is one of those tier Pokemon waifus. Got the Garchomp. She stays goth, even in Hawaii.
Yeah.
I love that joke everyone was saying about that, because she still had her wearing all black in Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was great. Who else was really cool? I kind of like... I liked Koga, obviously. Koga and his daughter.
Janine.
Cool. They were both cool because they were ninjas.
Yeah.
When you're a kid, it's like, dude, ninjas?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in. Jamie says, in general, anyone repping Ghost, Poison, Dark, Dragon, and Steel. Yeah, those are awesome because those are like the really weird, like much more weird types.
Yeah, definitely. Jasmine was my brother's favorite.
Really?
Leader for a while, yeah.
Nice. I like that Texas dude.
Yeah, from Gen 5.
Gen 5?
Yeah, that's Gen 5.
The Texas guy.
Because that's America.
Yeah, exactly.
Specifically, like, New York.
It's me, Texas guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ice? Yeah, Ice is a good type, too.
Yeah, Ice is cool.
Oh, yeah. I can dig... Oh, yeah, her, too. The schoolgirl looking gym leader.
Yeah, from Gen 4.
Yeah, from Gen 4 with the ice. Yeah, you gotta fight her.
Yeah.
I like what is that, the Snow Temple it's called? Or what is that place called?
I know what you're talking about. I don't know.
I don't know what the actual building is called. That was a fun dungeon.
Yeah, they don't have as many dungeons in Pokemon anymore.
Oh, they don't?
Not really.
I didn't play the last one, so I don't know. They didn't have like a big building to fight all the way up either or anything?
They do, but like they don't have any like, how do I put this, like puzzles. Like there's not really many puzzles when you go through every area now.
Oh, there wasn't a lot of puzzles in that game?
Not that I recall. I just feel like you kind of just walk like in different directions and then like eventually you get to your destination.
Oh, that's kind of boring.
Yeah, there's not really anything like you, because there's no HMs or anything like that.
Yeah, that's true. They got rid of that, right?
Because to be fair, like the way HMs worked, I mean, I liked it in Sun and Moon because you had to get different ride Pokemon to help you get through different obstacles, and then that was kind of the puzzle. But with Gen 8, I don't really recall anything that was like a puzzle, because it was like they went more in on the online kind of like.
And the, like, open world or whatever.
Yeah, the open world idea. So there's not really as many puzzles. There's a lot of areas that are just, like, kind of open areas where you go find things.
Yeah, they would have had to, like, make it more like Zelda, I think, to have puzzles in an open world area.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking about, too, because a lot of the ideas was, like, they stole stuff from Breath of the Wild in terms of, like, the ideas and stuff for the game, but they didn't implement it as, you know, well because, you know, they're Pokemon, so Pokemon's a lot smaller.
Yeah, it's not going to work the same.
Yeah. I do know that your Pokemon can follow you in the DLC now, which is something that everyone had wanted.
I didn't know they couldn't even do that in that first game. That's weird.
Yeah. Okay. They have all walking animations. All of your Pokemon have walking animations, but they don't have any form of ability to walk.
That's weird.
Outside in the game.
Huh. Interesting. Pokemon is one of those franchises I would not want to work for. Just because of the fans. Like, there's I mean that there's, like, so much you have to live up to with every Pokemon game.
Yeah, and every time
I feel bad for the developers, kind of.
Yeah, and anytime you make a decision, they're all going to be mad, and then, like, everyone was mad that they didn't have a full national dex in this one.
Yeah, I feel like that's a franchise that's just been going for so long. I talk about this sometimes where I'm just like, they didn't intend, I think, for, like, 40-year-olds. You know, they didn't intend you to keep playing Pokemon forever. Like, a lot of, when they designed, like, a lot of this media back then and stuff, they didn't intend for you to do it forever. There was a part in the panel on the history of, like, mech anime and stuff like that.
Yeah.
About, like, when anime cons started popping up in Japan and stuff in the 80s, like, they didn't really anticipate people to just keep watching anime. Because it was supposed to be something you watch as a kid, and then, you know, you're done with cartoons or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like an issue, you know, with creating stuff sometimes nowadays. I feel like for a company or for a franchise like Pokemon, and Star Wars, like the original trilogy, really suffered from something like that, where Lucas wanted to make something for everyone, so he just ended up making like a pile of shit. But
yeah, like making something for everyone, I don't think is wrong.
No, I don't think it's wrong, but I just think it's much harder.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
Because the original Star Wars, while it's like really good and everyone can relate to it, I don't feel like it was originally like intended, you know, like that kind of.
Yeah, I get you.
It's supposed to just be like a fun, you know,
summer blockbuster
movie that's a hero's journey, you know, and whatnot. Like they definitely didn't anticipate it. Obviously, no one anticipates, you know, something of that magnitude. That was impossible.
No, yeah.
If anyone could you know, anticipate that.
Yeah.
From out of nowhere.
They're a fucking goddamn time traveler.
Any company that makes cards to collect like Magic would put some pressure on you. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the Pokemon card game, kind of interesting. Yeah, because Nintendo now makes that. Wizards of the Coast used to make that. So it was the same company as Magic the Gathering. Pokemon is a really good franchise for merchandising, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they really knew how to, like, make the 30-minute commercial, like, really good. Them and Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Because technically that's what most animes were originally anyway. Like, that's actually almost entirely what they were.
Commercials.
Yeah, because, again, back to the thing where they were talking about the mech history. Because companies would just buy in, like, random companies would buy in on anime. You know, for sponsorship. Yeah. And so eventually they would make toys of the anime, and then later the toy companies and the anime production studios got way more together, and the toy companies were like, hey, you guys need to like, we're going to design the mech and everything so that we can make the toy perfectly replicate the show. Because that was with a lot of the original toys, they were just kind of like toys of the robot from the show, and they couldn't really do some of the things that they did in the show. So they were like, hey, we'll design the robots. You guys can do, you know, the other stuff.
Yeah.
So once the toy company starts designing the robots, that's when you get the toy that perfectly replicates this. So then that's more, it keeps going more towards the 30-minute commercial in a way. Which, you know, again, it's fine for things to be a 30-minute commercial. And they can do it and still be good, I think.
Yeah. And they can also just be really shit, too.
Yeah, they can also be terrible, you know? So,
like
they can also be a good commercial and not be a good show.
Yeah, like Vanguard was a good commercial, terrible show.
Yeah. Things like that, so. It's kind of interesting stuff like that, the, like, dynamic between, you know, sponsors and creators.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice. See those green lines?
Green and blue.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, it's interesting because that's pretty much how it is, and even in like America, it was a lot like that too. Like with the GI Joe, Transformer. Like most kids shows were just meant to sell toys.
Yeah, most kids shows are kind of meant to sell toys.
Yeah, you're not
like those ones were more of the like the toy company does it. I don't know how much it was with some of the other ones. You know, like you know, say like Young Justice or whatever. You know, that is canceled because the toys don't sell.
Right.
Like, I feel like some more of those are. The toy company's going to capitalize on that because those are from content that was already made, like Marvel and DC and stuff. So those already have a market. Versus, we're going to create this show entirely for the purpose of selling these toys that we've just made.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, Bob in accounting thought up Transformers. How are we going to sell them? You know, like that. Versus, you know, where there's going to be a show with you know, the Teen Titans in it, so we can sell toys for them, that kind of thing.
Yeah. It's kind of frustrating too because a lot of comics, cartoons, animation, things like that, they are a legitimate art form and a medium that can, you know, be used in a way to talk about things that normally just can't be talked about. Or normally can't be shown in the media outside of it, but it's just, you know, it's for kids.
It's just, you have to find someone who's going to pay for it.
Yeah, that too.
And the thing is that usually if someone's paying for it, they might want to say in what you're telling.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Yeah, you got producers and things like that. It's constant.
Yeah, exactly.
The producers, the editors, and the creators, all in a constant struggle for money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the ideas and goals that go into creative projects can be very interesting.
Agreed. But I always agree.
That's true. And that's a good position to take, though.
G.I. Joe, yeah, I got that random Green Day song stuck in my head because we were talking about toys and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
The G.I. Joes and like it's whatever. Mm-hmm. You guys get the point. Feed me.
Right. Yeah, because that's why, like, especially like we were just saying, like, 80s, those American 80s toys are much more like that than toys nowadays, I think. I don't know, though, so. Like, I don't know if they made the Paw Patrol because someone thought up an idea for dogs to sell toys, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like if it's originally supposed to be a show, and then obviously they make toy tie-ins.
I have yeah, and there's a lot of like
Mm-hmm.
things where it's like specifically meant to make money.
Because I remember that that show on Netflix that talks about toys is really cool. I forgot the name of it though. Do you know the one I'm talking about? We watched a few episodes at Mike's one time. But they talk about those toys, about like Transformers, G.I. Joe, things like that.
Mm.
The He-Man episode was really good. Because they were talking about that with toys and stuff. Mm-hmm. And so the thing was that all the girls started playing with the He-Man toys. And so the boys didn't like that. And so they were like, oh, there's a market for girls here. So that's why they made She-Ra.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, they didn't just wake up and were like, there needs to be a girl He-Man, because of equality or whatever. They were like, nah, we can get twice the fucking money.
Yeah. We
can get twice the fucking money.
Oh, shit.
Oh, damn it, have the girl get a sword too, Like that.
Yeah, no, there's never... Like now,
so that's just kind of funny,
Yeah. Like, usually it's more money-driven than it is for a moral reason, but...
Yeah.
At least the ones that end up being, like, popular.
In the past, in the past. Versus, like, the new She-Ra is clearly meant to be, like, completely different,
And be both good and
stuff like that.
Actually, I don't even know if... Is there a toy line?
I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked if there was. I feel like there's at least, like, figures or something. Yeah. There's probably not traditional children's toys. Now, there might be, like, I don't know. I'm just going to go look, actually. Yeah, it worked. Yeah, exactly. It works. So that's the thing. That's what's interesting about it. Yeah, I've heard the new She-Ra is good. I've just never got around to watching it, really. There's a lot of stuff that I know is good or whatever that I don't watch. Just because I still have so much stuff that I already knew 10 years ago was good and I haven't got around to. Still trying to get to that. Let me see. She-Ra toys? Maybe She-Ra like Netflix toys? Probably a better way to put this. Because I'm imagining they're just more kind of like... Okay, so they do have some like Barbie doll style looking stuff, and they do have some of what I figured they would look like would just be an action figure. Like more of a collectible.
I know Jacob would know. He's like the toy guy.
He would hella know. He knows. He's the toy guy. I went to go to the Mattel page, but nothing shows up, so that's great. Even though it's the first fucking result. But yeah, it looks like there's some more like traditional Mattel kind of Barbie doll toys and some more of the what we consider like action figure style toys.
Mm.
Which I figured there would probably be more figures and stuff like that, especially since it's targeted at an older audience.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, what is this? Oh, that's for the old She-Ra, though. I was like... So I'm trying to find stuff that's not the old She-Ra also. Because I just found like a 2-pack that is Supergirl versus She-Ra. Which is interesting. Yeah, a lot of these are still the older toys. On eBay, at least. Yeah, because I imagine there wouldn't be, like I said, those would be more like along the line of collectibles than toys that would be made for a series like that.
Right, which is reasonable.
Yeah, which is what I would expect, so. Because it's also not on television.
Yeah, it's on like Netflix, so.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. So, like, it's weird, like, the idea, because usually those toys were for... the show is on a channel that all the kids watch. Yeah. Versus, like, it's harder to do something like that in a world where Netflix exists because you can watch anything you want on Netflix. Even if you have Netflix, you might not watch that show. So. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
I heard him chat.
It's blood time.
He stirs. The blood. Now I'm like imagining his bowl just being filled with blood because he has that like fountain bowl.
Yeah.
You know, where like the blood starts bubbling up from the fountain and running down.
There we go. Fuck. There we go.
That and we were talking about making that comic with the reverse isekai.
Yeah.
We were talking about making a comic where like the demon lord from another world gets reincarnated in our world as a cat. And so he pretty much still just acts like a normal cat since they're so evil. But you get to hear it from his perspective, like his thoughts.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Well, I don't know. What do you think, chat?
Because I love stuff like that when you get to hear things from the animal's perspective. I always think it's really funny.
Unless it's Garfield, then it's not funny.
What? You don't like Garfield?
I don't find it funny.
Just the comic, or you didn't like Garfield and Friends, the show?
The comic.
Okay, because I loved that show when I was a kid.
I don't know. I haven't seen the show in forever, so I couldn't tell you on that one.
Yeah, it's probably actually not that great, but when I was a kid, I liked it.
Yeah.
It was the Garfield and Friends, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Cut to all those random farm animals also.
Yep. I recall. I remember watching it at my grandma's house.
Ah, gotcha. Oh, this looks good.
Thanks.
I like it.
This probably be a little better.
Anytime I think of Alakazam, I think of that double battle from Orange Islands.
Yeah, that's a good battle.
I actually like the Orange Islands a lot.
I think you and everybody else. Because, like, the Orange Islands is the one where it's like they did these cool little trials, things like that.
Yeah, that was when they broke away from, like, this normal scheme of things for the first time.
Yeah, and they did a pretty good job of it.
Yeah, I thought they were rather successful. Because it was also interesting to see, like, the idea of gyms that you didn't just fight to win.
Yeah.
Because the whole time they had put this idea of, like, a Pokemon master, you know, and so you're kind of like, well, what exactly is that, you know? And they had talked about that several times, you know, and how there was, like, you could test out of the Elite Four and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, weird things like that.
Yeah, they just brought up, like, random weird lore.
Yeah, so then seeing, like, oh, you need to actually do stuff with your Pokemon, you know, in interesting ways.
Yeah.
Other than just have them fight each other.
I agree.
So I thought that was kind of cool to see for the first time. That and, of course, the shocking revelation that Ash had a Tauros.
Yeah.
And a multitude of Tauros.
Yeah.
That had never been seen before. Because that episode was censored in America. It was just removed from the broadcast.
Banned.
Yeah, banned. Because Clint Eastwood had the gun.
Yeah, they didn't want to show guns being pointed at Ash.
Yeah. Even though they had already had guns before that.
Yeah, fucking Team Rocket.
In the Squirtle episode.
Yeah.
No, everyone pulled a gun on him.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's because they also fired the gun in that episode.
Yeah.
So they fired the gun, you know, they had the gun in everyone's face. Like, everyone has the gun in everyone's face in that episode. So, because I love when Team Rocket is, like, doing their spiel, and that guy just starts shooting at them.
Yeah. Hey, wait a second. Yeah.
He's just like, fuck this. I'm just gonna shoot these guys.
Shoot these dumbasses.
Bah, 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 bah. Just taking pot shots at Team Rocket.
Yeah, I actually like the idea of there not being any guns in the Pokemon world, too, though. I find it interesting because in Pokemon, there wouldn't really even be a need for a gun. They have Pokemon. Like...
Yeah, I feel that there's a lot of things. I've been in these discussions about how society would progress very weirdly with Pokemon.
Yes.
Because again, like, they talk about ancient times with Pokemon, you know, like I said, in our world, like, if fucking Groudon just came out of the fucking river, you know, and just destroyed Mesopotamia, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what would have happened to human civilization? some shit like that. Like Kyogre just splashes over and destroys Athens, or some shit. Yeah.
Just cause,
Yeah, exactly. Because legendary Pokemon are would be gods, which they kind of were, and they were mentioned like that in some of the Pokemon lore.
Yeah.
That they were basically gods. So, and there are some parts of Pokemon that still worship them, right? Like those Dragon Clan in Ruby and Sapphire, right?
Yeah, or no, it's in Gold and Silver. There's that Shinto tower that you
There's that shrine also. Yeah, no, that's different. I'm talking about the what's her name? This is in Ruby and Sapphire.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But no, there is that Shinto shrine, the really heavy Shinto influence in Johto.
Yeah, because Johto is...
The Ash Tower or whatever it's called.
Yeah, the burnt tower or something like that.
Yeah. So... Because pretty much, those would have been gods. I mean, they basically,
Yeah, pretty much are.
Yeah, they pretty much are gods, practically. Compared to a human being, this thing can fly, one.
Yeah.
So that already is stronger than a human, And then, just the legendary birds alone, this flying Moltres, just Moltres can fly and shoot fire, and shit like that.
GG.
You have no way to control this thing,
You don't have enough badges.
Yeah, it's just this primordial force that is just destructive. If you pissed off the wrong legendary, because they had that in the Arceus movie.
Yeah.
Where they made a pact with Arceus, something like that, and then they betrayed him.
Yeah.
This fucking Cameron ass dude.
Betrayed God,
This
man.
fucking betrayed God, stole the Jewel of Life or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
I love the Pokemon movies. I actually think some of them are really good. They do an interesting job of explaining weird Pokemon lore.
Yeah.
Because somehow people were able to bond with Pokemon.
Yeah, without Pokeballs.
Yeah, they were bond with them, and they had usually it seemed like they didn't have as many Pokemon.
Yeah.
In some of those things when they'll show the past, everyone will have one Pokemon usually.
Yeah, usually one, maybe two.
Yeah, that's what it feels like from what I remember. Now it's been a long time since I've watched some of these movies. And there's that giant Pokemon war in the Ludicolo, not the Ludicolo movie, the Lucario movie.
Yeah.
In the Lucario movie, dude, I want to see this Ludicolo movie though. It's got to have the mariachi band.
Oh, obviously.
From that one scene.
Yeah.
But in the Lucario movie, where all the Pokemon are armored up in a war, because that hella would have happened.
Yeah, it would have.
If people would have just been just get 50 Tyranitars and go blow up the capital of the enemy country.
Yeah.
So, because you're right. You don't need a gun when you have something you can have hyper beam stuff.
Yeah.
What's a gun gonna do against a Tyranitar? Nothing. It's gonna laugh at you.
Yeah.
So there would probably not be much of a need for evolving firearms and things like that.
Yeah, weapons and stuff swords made sense. Or bow and arrow or something like that.
Yeah, really simple weapons like that would make sense until you get to the Pokemon part.
Yeah, until you get to Pokemon are now.
And you probably would still have a way to fight one-on-one against a human being.
Yeah.
But I don't feel that the need for a gun might have evolved. Because if you need to fight at a distance, you have Pokemon.
Yeah.
And you would just have bows and arrows also.
And also, I think culturally, too, it's one of the reasons why it makes more sense to not have guns is because, you already solved your things with Pokemon.
Yeah. If there's a history of, Pokemon battles to determine disputes, things like that.
So this is why we also really need to have that insurance adjuster series.
I agree. We really need the insurance adjuster Pokemon series.
I want to see it.
I do. Oh, I'm gonna light this up since you turned the table on. I just noticed that. Oh, as the camera just starts to totally freeze up.
Nailed it.
Camera, come back to me.
You beautiful son of a bitch, come back to me.
Yeah, right. Baby, come back.
You can blame it all on me.
And again, I think this goes back to they're not expecting people in the Pokemon franchise to question things like that because they're supposed to be 7. So they don't need to answer these questions. You know?
No, they don't.
And I don't think they should.
No, probably not.
Because no one will be satisfied.
Yeah, that's like with the J.K. Rowling again.
Yeah. No one needed to know that wizards shit their pants. We didn't need to know that. You didn't have to. You didn't have to type that on Twitter.
I think Twitter was a big mistake.
You could have just not typed that. Upping it to 280 was a huge mistake.
Yeah.
Upping it to 280 was the first mistake. Because at least when it was 140, it was much harder. You had to get your hate in, like, in much slimmer.
Mm-hmm.
See? But yeah, I feel like yeah, they probably would not have had guns. Although it's interesting because with the development of Pokeballs, though, if you could take out the trainer before he can get to his Pokemon, so there is an argument maybe for that. That like you would want like a non-Pokemon way to take them out because they might not feel threatened if you didn't take out a Pokeball, you know, or something like that. And if you had a sniper rifle, like I said, you could just shoot them from far away before they got their Pokeballs. So, this dynamic is interesting. You know?
That's why it wasn't meant for adults.
Yeah. Also, like, dude, you wouldn't need drones, because you could have a Pidgeot just fly a fucking electrode, like, right into the hospital, and boom, done.
Right into the hospital.
Yeah. Well, it's right next to the elementary school, so you get a 2-for-1, you know?
Jesus.
Like, look, I'm using real-world applications here, okay?
I know. I know. That's why it hurts.
Now, you'll lose a lot more than the monetary value of the Pokemon if it gets shot down, though. Versus a drone, you just lose the monetary value. You can always build another drone. It's going to take a while to train that Pidgeot back to be good enough again to hit the elementary school. Because he's going to need to know what it looks like. So...
That's when you get the intel from your...
Oh yeah, we can have a psychic Pokemon just scry to him or whatever.
No, that too, yeah, you can have that. I was thinking like you have like an elite team of Sandshrews that dig their way
into the town.
Or Diglets.
Diglets that dig.
Oh shit, Diglet genocide!
Dude, no, you could just have Doug Trios take out buildings from below the foundation.
Yeah.
Like if Doug Trios just went into the city and started doing fissures left and right, like the whole infrastructure of the city is destroyed. Like, I don't know, they must have some seriously intense, like,
regulations.
Pacts. Yeah, like some serious UN peace negotiations and regulations on the use of Pokemon in warfare, I think.
Well, I think that's because, and before the Red and Blue, there was supposed to be hinted at that there was this big Pokemon war.
Yeah, there's a fan theory that there was a huge war.
And that's why there's not as many, like, you know, adult male.
Yeah, that's why there's almost no adult men, and, like, except for, like, Lieutenant Surge, or really old people. And there's a lot of young characters and female characters. Because supposedly there was like a war.
Yeah, and they're in the Reconstruction era, and that's why it's so peaceful.
Yeah. So that makes sense. I did like that theory.
That's a good theory, yeah.
Yeah, because it's really cool. It probably reflects, like, again, I don't remember when the creator grew up, but I feel like that could definitely reflect some people's childhood in Japan, you know?
For sure.
I don't know how old he was in the post-war era, you know, because I'm pretty sure he's a younger guy. He's not that old.
Oh, yeah.
He'd have to be like, you know...
He's not Barefoot Gen.
Yeah, exactly. He's not Barefoot Gen or whatever, so...
He wasn't reading that as a kid, I don't think.
Yeah. I don't know how old he is, actually. I wonder. I just know that he loved bug collecting. So that's why he did it.
Yeah, and then seeing caterpillars turn into butterflies and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, like he was born in 65, so yeah, he was already way past that.
Yeah.
Already been 20 years since the end of the war.
Mm-hmm. But again, like
but
it's
20 years though, it's still pretty strong in the culture. You know?
Yeah,
that's a strong cultural memory.
Yeah, because speaking of strong cultural memories, I forgot that it was fucking 9/11 on Thursday.
Oh, I was about to say, well, it's late. It's not 9/11 anymore. So.
But yeah. Like when I went to work, I saw the flags were at half mast, and I was like, "Did someone die?" And then I was like, oh my god, I forgot.
Bro, you said you'd never forget.
No, I never said that.
You said you'd never forget.
No,
Chat, he forgot. Said he'd never forget.
That's not what I said.
He said he'd never forget.
I never said that.
He said he'd never forget. Oh, damn, I just noticed it's been like almost 2 hours now.
Yeah.
Dang. Thanks for sticking with us, everybody. Listening to us just rant on about ridiculous stuff.
Yeah.
About cultural morality and the wars of the Pokemon universe.
You know, sometimes you just gotta
It's a variety stream.
It's a variety stream.
It's a variety stream.
That's our usual. That's going to be our...
a variety of topics.
That's our usual go-to now, is anytime we start getting off topic, it's variety stream.
It's a variety stream.
It's variety.
Yeah, you know. We went from J.K. Rowling's beautiful new book to using Digletts and Dugtrios in war.
I don't know if I'd ever use the word beautiful to describe J.K. Rowling's material, but yeah, you know, go off, I guess. Go off. Do you. You do you, boo-boo. I'm just going to be here, trying my best to keep it together. And that's art.
Where is this art from? Because the head's a little large. In
this is from the Let's Go.
Or whatever? Oh, Let's Go. Okay.
That's from Let's Go Pikachu.
Yeah, I was like, I don't recognize this style.
Yeah, that's from Let's Go. It's perfect. I feel like that kind of conversation that's perfect to have just on in the background.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of interesting conversations people have that you, like, just kind of want to listen in on.
Yeah.
As a professional eavesdropper, I can say I thoroughly enjoy eavesdropping. I wouldn't do it if I didn't love it so much.
Sure.
What?
I know I got nothing. I don't know what to tell you, man. You do you. All for the love of the sport.
Anything for the love of anime.
Anything for the love of God and anime.
I fucking love that shit. Anything for the love of anime. I was gonna say, you definitely made her outfit a little longer than it was.
It depends on whatever you're looking at, because, like, look at that. Like, it's kind of...
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that's fan art, but...
I know, I'm just doing my best.
Yeah, I got you. I'd rather it be longer than shorter, so... Good job.
Chat, can you believe I'm such a fucking prude?
He's such a prude.
Such a fucking prude, don't you know?
Yeah. No, it was just because it's kind of starting to look like a Chinese dress.
Yeah. It looks more like that in this picture.
I guess you're right. Yeah, that one is a little longer. I love the artist that does these full art trainer cards.
Oh, yeah, these are great.
I don't know, like, their artist name off the top of my head, though, but I'm pretty sure it's the same guy who does most of them.
Yeah.
I know there's a studio that's like Five Bond Studio or whatever. They usually do the ones for the full art Pokemon that look like CG-ish.
Yeah.
I think that's what it says on the card. I only know because I used to play a little bit when all those GXs started coming out. And stuff.
Yeah, I was more into the collecting of the cards. I didn't really play. I have a really nice collection of cards that are probably worth more than I am willing to, admit to.
I mean, their worth is different from how much you spent on them.
Sure.
So, I mean, like, I'll tell people, I tell people how much some of our Magic cards are worth.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do it on stream,
Oh, you don't want to flex on everyone?
Yeah.
Are you afraid stream's going to come break in and steal them?
Yes.
Coward.
Look, it's not that I'm a coward, it's that I know them.
It's that you're a coward.
It's that I know how...
You don't want to challenge. That's what you're afraid of.
Sure. He's trying to bait me, chat, into telling you how much of those...
I wasn't asking how much you spent. You said they're worth more than you want to mention.
Yeah, how much they're worth. That's what I'm trying to say.
Like, the way you made it sound was like, you made it sound like you were ashamed. Like, you can't be ashamed of the value of your collection. Why else would you get a collection if you didn't want to be proud of it.
I mean, I am proud of it, but I'm just not going to flaunt it.
Okay.
Because it's rude.
Okay. Well, I was mistaking your attempt at modesty for cowardice. That was the vibe I was giving off.
Yeah, I mean, that's because you think I'm a coward.
I know you were a coward, Matthew. No.
Okay.
I've never once seen you block a warrior.
Okay, I believe you. Okay, I believe you.
Okay, I believe you.
You Nordable.
You Norda boy. What?
Oh, I'm just like in like a weird in between like you know, like when you feel like kind of sick but you're not sick.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Like it's not like I'm sick because I am actually sick, but I feel sick because I'm sick of something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a mental, like I'm sick and I just need to get it like out.
Definitely.
And I guess it's also kind of connected to me trying to get this picture right.
Yeah.
And it's just taking a little longer than I'd like it to. You know, that's the breaks. Gotta do it right. So.
No, I'm just gonna look at something.
Nandamanai.
Right.
Yeah. Nandamanai.
Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby.
Okay. I believe you.
I love that song. Nothing but a G thing, baby. Close down. Don't crazy. Death row is the liquid break babies, man. I think something like that. It's been a while. You've definitely been going for like a lot of more complex like colors.
Yeah. Trying to do lighting as well.
Yeah, because you want to add the lighting in.
Yeah, so I feel like more complicated colors will end up coming a part of it.
Yeah, I think that's why you've been taking longer. You think you're going slower, but it's just you're adding more and more to it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So like versus you would make them less complex in the past, so of course they would be faster.
Yeah.
But now you're putting more into it, and you just didn't really think of it that way. So that's why you were kind of like, God, I've gotten so slow.
Yeah.
Like, you actually just are doing more work. And so it should take longer.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, think about that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Because I'm sure we could pull some of these out from a year ago, and they won't have nearly as complex, like, shading and stuff on them.
Probably not.
Camera's getting a little jumpy.
Probably because I'm moving around a lot.
I don't know. I think it's just being a bitch.
Also probably true.
That's what happens when you stream from your phone, Chad.
Yeah.
But there's not really that great of webcams, to be honest, that are affordable.
Yeah, we're... I don't know what to tell you.
They all seemed like they were kind of just okay or whatever.
Well, they're also being gouged, too, because
I
everyone
think the
needs
prices
them.
might have come back down now. They've definitely come back down from the original, like, fucking price gouging.
Yeah, when everyone needed
like,
them.
holy shit, when, like, $50 webcams were going for, like, $400.
Yeah.
That shit was ridiculous.
I was not a fan.
Yeah, that was the beginning of, like, quarantine. That was just insane. Yeah, because I'd go to look at some of those reviews, and they'd be like, oh yeah, this camera, it's okay at like $60, it's fine or whatever, and then I'd be like, okay, I click the Amazon link, $300, shit like that.
Yeah.
Just like, what?
Yeah.
Excuse me, one seller, $300.
Nani the
one guy just holding out. He's like, I got an extra one in the basement. I'm just gonna list it at $300. Fuck it,
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm not even looking to sell it. It's basically that. There was a shitload of that on webcams, and you couldn't find any at the stores either.
Yeah, because they're all sold out.
Because everyone needed one to work. It's like when, God, what was that? Was it processors? Or was it graphics cards? I think it was processors were like all out because of Bitcoin farmers.
Oh, right.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Like several years ago?
Yeah.
They were just like, some of them were just impossible to find because Bitcoin farmers had bought up so many of them. That, and I remember there was another time, I think it was graphics cards, or maybe it was also somewhere around this too, but I think it was after like the tsunami, or there was like some other storm where a lot of the factory shit in Asia had gotten fucked up.
Yeah.
So they were like, you could not get like graphics cards or some other computer parts for like quite a while. Like the market on them was just like gone. Reminds me of when I went to the Texas store and they told me that I'd never be able to buy the hot peanuts I wanted again because Hurricane Katrina had destroyed the factory.
Oh man, I forgot about that.
I legitimately like almost cried in front of that person. Like, I think I told them like, well, I never need to come here again. I think I told them that though, or something like that, because like I might go check if they brought them back or something next time I'm at a mall, but that's the only reason to go into that stupid Texas store, was they had these spicy peanuts that were amazing. I was like addicted to them. Yeah, I would just get like 2 cans of them or some shit every time I went up to the mall. And then even when I was done, all the spice stuff would be on the bottom, so you could just like pour that out on your pizza.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Crazy. Supply and demand.
Supply and demand.
Supply and demand. Uncontrollable natural factors, that can affect the market.
Yep.
Just goes back to like, what if Kyogre just sank Athens into the sea? I just don't know how civilization could evolve with these crazy Pokemon running around everywhere.
Yeah.
Feels like a tough sell.
Yeah. Put that green. Oh, there it is.
Is this like the weird psychic light going on her or whatever?
Mm-hmm. So 2 green.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll probably go over with some white out and then I'll fix it a bit.
Okay. Because I remember it being like kind of pale.
Yeah, it's a little dark here. Again, I'm trying to go with the lighting stuff. But...
Yeah, I know. So. Damn, this one over here still looks really good. I'm looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Clutch.
Actually, I think why don't I aim for that one is this one, because this one is like a lot more translucent for some other reason.
It was just made differently.
Yeah.
Different levels of chemicals.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm not a scientist, Matthew. Damn it, Matt, I'm a magician, not a scientist.
A magician, not a doctor. Is that the phrase? Wouldn't that be the right way to make that joke?
Well, we were talking about being a scientist.
Yeah, I understand.
I could be a scientist without being a doctor.
I guess, yeah.
Bigot.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's Dr. Mr. Scientist to you?
Sure, buddy.
I told you I knew a guy whose name was Doctor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to the same college as me. It was just spelled D-R.
Not gonna make that assumption, but
Don't worry, you don't need to.
okay.
Yeah, Doctor. That was it. That was his name.
My assumption being, was he there for medical school?
No, he was not.
Oh, okay.
At least I don't remember him going to medical school. I think he went into the military. After that, I don't know what he did.
Could be anything.
Could be anything. I'm gonna go get a drink. Did you need any water?
Yeah, pretty low.
Okay, pass me the thing. I'll be back. I shall return. The hallway light is on.
Yeah, it does smell like burning. That's not good. Why does it smell like burning in the house? Who's burning down the house? Ugh, speaking of, I'm kind of hungry. But isn't that weird? Like, I know I shouldn't eat because it's so late hungry. So I'm probably just eating because I'm bored. I wanted to play Persona, but I probably should just go to sleep. Oh, conundrums.
They cooked your pizzas.
Oh, okay.
So we're just smelling the remnants of pizza.
Gotcha. What's up, honey?
I just look at Jamie's got this comment here. Oh, hey, Ash, what's up? I was out for a second there. Yeah, it looks sweet, right? Oh, you should see the other one we did before this. We'll put it on after we're done with this. That's Mr. Dr. Professor Patrick to you. That's fucking great. Jamie says, dead ass. I don't smell anything. for the burning smell.
Oh my god.
That's weird. I don't smell anything. That's great. I fucking love it.
Jamie never changed.
That's so good.
That's weird. I don't smell anything. That was the same thing too when Jamie was like, she was watching one of the streams and the guy was reading chat and her first thought was, "You shouldn't be reading chat. Someone should cane that man.
Cane this man.
He's reading chat."
Some people aren't blessed enough to have me read their chat for them. They should pay me to do it. Professional chat reader.
Yeah, they really should pay you.
Professional chat reader. Don't worry, Matt. We'll just renegotiate. Per word.
Per word.
Obviously per word, not per comment. That's amateur stuff. It's amateurs. I sit down in my noisy chair and spin. This chair is falling apart, man. Like, oh, man. This is the number one reason I wish we had got convention money so we could get a new fucking chair. This thing is destroyed. This chair is missing a wheel. And now it's coming apart, like the bottom part that was stapled together is now missing some staples, and I don't know where they went. I'm afraid I'm going to step on them because I don't wear shoes in the house because I watch too much anime.
Don't wear shoes in the house because I watch too much anime. Hashtag mood though.
Hold on, I'm gonna try resetting this camera real quick. It's getting laggy as fuck.
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds.
Take your time, man.
Oh, I'm talking in chat.
Oh, sorry.
See if maybe this will. Maybe it'll stop being so laggy. I don't know why it's so laggy. Damn, is it laggy? Shit. Okay, it might be better now. I don't know though. Because it was kind of like, it would just freeze and then like, I'll catch up all at once. You know?
I see.
Will I do that? I hate it when it does that.
Fix this.
Maybe it's a little closer. There we go. I don't smell anything. That's just funny.
Yeah.
That's just great.
It's good clean comedy right there.
I love it.
That helps a bit.
Oh, definitely.
There we go.
Yeah, did you fix her neck up a little, it looks like? Too?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That's like a lot out of me to get that right. I was like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Get there, you son of a bitch.
You're right.
Yeah. So chat, we also watched, speaking of getting there, we watched a very bizarre film last night.
Oh yeah, that was great.
It was called Killer Sofa.
Killer Sofa. It was from New Zealand.
They did.
Everyone talked like a surfer. It was great. Even the police.
Yeah.
And it was cool to drink on the job.
It's weird like that.
That's what it seemed like, at least. He just had the bottle right on his desk at the office. He's just drinking on the job. I mean, his wife had left him, so, you know.
Yeah. Took the kids.
Took the kids. She took the kids.
Yeah. That delivery was really bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah, no, it was weird.
He just didn't seem very distraught about the fact that his wife left him.
No, he was emotionally numb. And he was a surfer.
That too, yeah.
So it's tough.
It's tough emoting when you're a surfer.
Yeah. It was really weird. Damn, it's like super frozen looking. That's like crazy. Hold on, I'm just gonna like close it real quick. I'll be back, chat. I don't know why it's so fucking laggy.
Are you connected to the... Did you steal my...
Oh yeah, no, I stole the shit out of your internet. I think this is just an issue with the camera.
Okay. Just trying to figure out what's going on.
That's my guess. It's probably just this camera. Might have to reset it at the phone. Like close the app on the phone. I don't know. Like super laggy.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
It's that or I'm gonna try one more thing real quick. Just tone it back down a little bit. Try this. See if we can't have it stay a little better. Quit lagging. Because yeah, it'll just like freeze up, and then it catches up all at once, and then it'll freeze up, and it'll catch up all at once.
Mm.
So I don't know what the deal with that is.
Where?
Whatever.
Re. Okay.
I don't know if there's a way to make it connected by cord. That would be a long ass USB cord though.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But I think at that point you might as well just get an actual webcam.
Yeah. Fuck, I'd be like, hey, chat, want to buy me a webcam? I'll do a free commission if you buy me a webcam.
Free commission for anyone. Especially kick the shit out of tripod.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Free commission for anyone who buys me something $100 or more.
Hey, man. Bartering.
Right. No, it's just funny because it's not free, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
I love it. Damn, that was good.
Yeah, we gotta just do Alakazam.
Yeah.
Alakazam!
Right. Got my spoons. I do love that though. Kadabra, 1 spoon. Alakazam,
2 spoons.
Mega Alakazam, infinite spoons. 10 billion spoons.
So I know he's super psychic powerful.
Dude, that's how he gets stronger. Give him more and more spoons. The spoons channel and, reflect the psychic energy off of them.
Yeah.
Spoons are mystical like that.
It's true.
Ash says, free commission? Or a free commission with the exclamation mark, for the show?
Yeah.
Hey, it's your commission, whatever you want on it. Damn, it's so laggy. There we go. I might just kill it on their phone. Damn, does it look good though?
It's alright.
She kind of got a face like Robin.
Yeah.
The way you drew her.
Yeah.
She kind of looks like Nico Robin.
I can see that. Nico Robin's dope.
This is Nico Robin dressed as Sabrina.
A teenage witch.
Actually, I feel like she would have all the hands and they would have spoons.
Possibility, yes. I have down for it.
Right. It's just shit falls everywhere, I swear.
It's alright. Doesn't matter. Nothing really matters to me.
This has been a singing light stream.
Because we got heavy.
We did. We were getting so serious earlier.
Yeah. Every time you get heavy in my arms, man.
Like I said, between J.K. Rowling's new book and the use of dub trios in war, we cover a lot of topics.
I agree. But I always agree.
Right? Damn, is the video laggy as shit. Why is it like this? Hold on. I'm gonna try closing out the phone.
Alright, see you in a bit, chat.
We'll be back. Close.
Don't touch that dial.
Alright. See if we can... Maybe just resetting on my phone will help.
We have been going for a while.
Yeah, but it doesn't always do this. So I don't know why it does sometimes and it doesn't do it other times. But damn, it is so laggy though. There's nothing running in the background on my computer either. Close that. Close that. This is like not looking good tonight.
I know the art's suffering.
Clearly.
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 Clearly. Try this again. Watch out.
Baby knife.
Yeah,
Baby
right.
knife. Ah.
Right? Dude, watch out. There we go.
My feet are too big.
Clearly. No, it's still real laggy. I have no idea how to get this to stop. Try almost one more time. Yeah, because we haven't really had problems with the last few streams.
No, not really. You're right.
Guess it's back to Google searching best webcams 2020.
Yep. Unless Chad is willing to get a free commission for buying us a webcam. Sorry, I thought that was funny.
That is funny though. Let's see, what's our most recent one? Oh, we got one from 5 days ago. Let's see the other ones. Probably all the same ones I've seen.
It costs you an arm and a leg.
This fucking one, this Logitech one. Oh, you know what I might try? What is this set on still? No, it's still only on 30 frames. Okay. Yeah, I just don't want to have to like pay money and then it's still not that good.
Yeah, no, I understand.
You know, because I don't have a. Because the camera I bought was for vlogging originally.
Mm-hmm.
Because we weren't really doing this. Like if I had bought a. I think there's other types of cameras that like you can also use that will double as a streaming camera. You just have to keep it like plugged in pretty much.
Yeah.
Might as well just pay to get a GoPro, honestly. Those nicer cameras are just much more expensive. Because the camera I have, the one I shoot the other videos in, that was like a $700 camera, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that, 5 or 6. Somewhere in there. It was on sale, I think.
Yeah.
So it wasn't as expensive as it normally was, but I think it was like 5. I think it was like 5 on sale.
I got this.
You're gonna like bend it in half one of these days trying to grab it, I swear.
I got this. I'm good.
Digging it. Gotta make sure you get the spoons just right, obviously.
Yeah.
And of course, seeing spoons just reminds me of the struggle of washing a spoon and not having it spray everywhere.
This is true. The plight of every man, woman, and child.
It's true. You just gotta turn the water down. It usually works.
Huh.
It usually works.
I'll have to try that.
Yeah.
Seems like magic, but...
Yeah. It's utter insanity. I wonder how that other Pokemon mobile game is going.
Pokemon Masters?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't know.
It had a year anniversary, so I guess it's doing okay.
Okay. Because I know people still play Pokemon Go, so...
Yeah.
Oh, Ellen still plays, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't wait for that episode of No What to Koi where it'll explicitly call her out.
Oh, I know, right? That shit is great.
Only nerds play Pokemon Go now.
Yeah.
Everyone jumped off.
Yeah.
It's like, you play Pokemon Go?
That shit is so funny.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna forget that guy who rolled up on us. Man, there's the evolution of a Squirtle or whatever over there, you know. And we're like, oh, Wartortle is like, yeah, I don't really know what it is. Because I'm not fucking gay. And then trying to drive off, but like they were stuck in traffic going around Legacy.
Yeah.
It was so fucking funny.
And then Jacob just goes, bet you won't kiss me.
Bet you won't kiss me. That was hilarious. And Tony was legitimately in a like about to fight him mood, which was really funny.
Yeah, because Tony does not take kindly to those kinds of.
That was so funny. I was like, and then I just remember I like right after the situation, I was like, man, I wish they would have got out to fight because I would have just got in their car and driven it into the little lake.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, that or just taking their keys, like park it right in the intersection and throw their keys into the lake. It's like, I don't fucking play, man. I'm gonna use my brain in this fight. You're gonna be paying all these fucking tickets, towing fee, you know? Like, officer, I was just trying to de-escalate the situation. You know?
Officer, I was just trying to de-escalate the situation. Bro, you fucking put my man in the river! I'm like, that was de-escalated the situation, didn't it?
I was trying to find a non-violent solution to this problem, you know? Like... That's it. That was what I hella would have done.
Officer, you don't understand. He called me gay.
That has nothing to do with it.
I know. That's the...
It is funny, though.
Because it's like basically what started that whole shit.
Yeah. That was pretty funny, though. That was fucking hilarious. That was like one of the stupidest things ever. And we were all just like, that shit is weak. Like,
Shit's weak.
We were like, boo, that's fucking weak. Yeah, because they went to like kind of drive off and they got like one car length down because of the traffic. That was so funny.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh my god.
Officer, you don't understand.
I was trying to de-escalate the situation. So I drove his car into a pond.
That's like...
I'm a lover, not a fighter, officer. You know?
Oh, Lord.
What can I say?
Probably needs a bit more contrast, but we'll probably work with that when we get to the digital phase.
Okay.
Like... Although I think it's pretty good. Oh, wait, hold on.
What's he got? Uh-oh.
Oh, hold on.
Exactly. He got out of his vehicle but forgot to put it in park. Yeah, definitely. Who are you gonna believe? Me? The guy? Me? Or the guy who wanted to commit violence against us, you know, because we were playing a Pokemon game. And who was throwing homophobic slurs, you know?
Yeah.
Like, come on, you know? Come on. This guy has no credibility. I've got 10 witnesses, though, back me up.
It's true, officer.
It's true, officer. The car just rolled right into the little pond.
It's true, officer. He totally forgot to put it out of park.
He forgot to put it in park. The wheel got turned. It drove right down the stairs.
We're just lucky.
Accelerated right before it got there.
Accelerate. We're just lucky no one got hurt, officer.
We're lucky no one was hurt. This man is a danger to society.
Lock him away.
Throw the book at him.
That's fucking crap.
Throw every book at him.
Teach him how to read.
Yeah. I need you to drop a library of pain on this man.
A library of pain. Oh, man. Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Bro, fuck it.
Bruh. But yeah, no, hell, at least definitely if he didn't take his keys out, hell would have thrown him in that little pond. It's fucking narrow-minded though. That shit is happening. No one messes with T-Money.
It's true.
No one messes with T-Money. Oh, that was the same night I found all that free coffee.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
You remember that?
I do remember that.
Yeah, we were just walking by and there was a bag of coffee on a bench.
Yeah, I do remember that.
I picked it up and I'm like, oh shit, this isn't opened or anything. I was like, Matt, we're brewing up this coffee.
It was dope. The coffee was actually pretty
Damn, the complete Miss Marple, that is thick. God damn.
Wait, what now?
Jamie says hit him with the complete Miss Marple.
Holy shit, yeah.
That's a thick boy book.
That is a thick boy book indeed.
Dude, I like those movies. There's some of them. They're cool. Don't fuck with Miss Marple.
No, don't do it.
Dude, Agatha Christie's just good.
Oh, yeah.
I like the Poirot show from a while. I don't know how old it is, but I like it. It was uploaded on Netflix at one point, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna just watch this, see how it is. I'm digging it. It was like watching it was giving me like an old-timey British monk vibe a bit.
Yeah.
Like the show Monk.
Yeah.
I think it was because the guy just kind of reminded me of the actor or whatever. Yeah. Not really that much, but that was, for some reason, that was the closest show I could think of.
He's very awkward and comedic.
Yeah, it was the closest show I could think of. Doesn't have as many mental health issues.
Fair. Alright, I'm going to call that one done.
Yeah, that looks great.
As it falls.
As it falls.
As is tradition.
Yeah. It's already like 10:30, so I don't know if I want to...
Yeah, I probably won't be able to do the third one. I had a third one planned. I've been trying to get... I think I'll probably be able to do 3 more readily when we get to Inktober, when I'm only doing black and white and like a background color.
Yeah. This, like I said, you're doing like so much on here. Yeah, that was good. Here's the one from before. Put this one over the top there.
We got the 2 different types, opposing types, fighting and psychic. Definitely one of the reasons why I decided to do these 2 together.
Right. Put it like over top of it and I'm going to zoom in on it. Like over it. On top of it.
Like that?
There you go. Yes.
Well, I can't, because, like...
Oh, it's still wet?
Yeah.
Oh, hand me the other one then.
Yeah, sorry. I was
No,
like,
it's fine.
It's like, what do you mean?
Yeah, let's put it on top so I can zoom in on it. So you can see it. It looks fucking good. Yeah, these came out great. Thanks, Ash.
Can you believe I drew this character and not lewd?
I know, right? Yeah, you were like trying to find a reference and you're like, my fucking god.
Yeah, it was rough, buddy.
They need like a not lewd filter on Google Images. Now, I know that might be impossible.
They have like a safe search thing.
Oh, yeah, no, that won't help you.
No,
that won't save you. It's safe, but it won't save you.
Yeah, right.
No way.
Yeah, we were gonna do one more, but it's like late.
Yeah.
Late, everything's falling.
Oh, yeah, it's ridiculous. He's dropping everything, even more than normal.
It all comes tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down. Gotta do my signature song anytime things fall down.
Obviously.
Good.
Yeah, the thing for the sing counter for Matt is still in the settings. It's labeled as Matt sadly singing counter.
Really? That's funny.
Because that's how you would always sing when we first started shooting. You only sung when it was depressing.
Yeah. And
99% of the time it was that song.
Yeah.
Hold on. What do you got?
My pets.
Make sure to bump everything.
Yeah.
You want me to just get it for you?
Yeah.
You just ask me.
I don't want to be a bird.
Take the thing.
I want to be a bird on you. He's... Just trying to keep clean.
Right. Gotta stay clean, Chad.
Yeah. Keep organized.
50 days sober.
Right. Yeah. I have one more thing I need to post up from the Runeterra stream work from last Saturday. So I'll probably post that tomorrow. I didn't post today, but I'll post tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess we'll see y'all on Thursday. I'm gonna do a large painting that day, so we'll see how that goes. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll try something.
Yeah.
Either that or we'll give up before stream and we'll do something else.
Yeah. I'd rather do the big painting, but...
Yeah. We'll see the logistics of it.
Yeah.
Alright, have a good night.
Yeah, stay safe out there.